Hey guys, you're live on the Archie Luxury live stream. We're broadcasting live to you. It's a beautiful I'm broadcasting from Brisbane, and it is actually where the time is 9 a.m. It's 9 a.m. The temperature is 21 degrees Celsius, which is in Fahrenheit. What is that? In Fahrenheit, the temperature for you guys there is 69 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's actually a beautiful, um, beautiful day. So guys, I'm just going to run the intro and we're going to look for let's see if we can get some people on our stream today to talk about watches. I've got a few interesting topics for you. Let's get this baby off the ground and let's start the show. Hello, guys, and welcome to the Archie Luxury live stream. How are you people going today? Guys, I hope you are having a fantastic day. It's a beautiful day in Brisbane, and we are coming to you live from Brisbane, and we're here to talk watches. This is the Archie Luxury live stream. This is the flagship stream, and I got to tell you, I was just having a bit of a reflection on this. It's been very, very enjoyable. I've been live stream for a number of years now. And man, it's the whole YouTube space has changed how we interact with our audience. So it's pretty clever. This is like kind of talkback radio. Anyone can come on and chat and talk. It's very, very cool. So what's happening in the watch world itself there? Well, what are things like? Well, we've got a few things. The economy, things are happening in the economy. It's we're having a bit of slowdown. We're having the economic times are taking a bit of toll. Talking to some dealers around the traps there's still very big demand for watches. The watches themselves still very good demand, and people love the watches. Why is that? Why do people love the watches? And I think the big thing with watches is they're just something that is so easy. Here we go. We got a super chat. Look at this. P. Klein, $2. Friday Night Live with the Pontiff, Patek, and Pussy. There we go. The meaning of life. He may have worked out the meaning of life. That's a very interesting quote there. Patek and Pussy. I got to tell you, as I'm getting a bit older, I am getting more into the what's my PC doing? Freezing? Come on, PC, don't do this to me. I was just closing some windows I was closing some windows to speed up. The interesting thing is that as time goes on, wristwatches are just something that portable, cool things. Men, we like little gadgets. We like gadgets. We like to collect shit. And that's the most important thing we can have is we have an interest in this sort of stuff. Now, I got to tell you guys, what are you aiming for? I've actually turned down a number of things. That's right. I have turned down a number of things. And I've been offered a couple of things have come up, but I've kind of said, do I really want it? I was offered a Tudor GMT, the white dial. But the reason I said no, I've got the white dial Explorer too. You know what I mean? Like, it's, I think if I was going to get a Tudor, I'd go for a black, the yin and the yang. So that's kind of the way that's kind of how I look at these watches here. The fascinating thing is, what are you doing as a collector? What are you doing? And I think many people, you look at your watches you have and you got to work out your mojo. Now, I'm going to bring up, I got a really nice pick here. I want to, who we got here? We've got Saad. Hello, Saad. How are you, my friend?
Archie, what is the meaning of success?
The meaning of success, it's the thing that stops us killing ourselves every day of the week.
And how do you define pleasure?
Pleasure, 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 pleasure.
What gives
You
you
know,
pleasure, Archie?
I tell you honestly, it's different for different people. You've got to work this out yourself. You've got to work it out. What gives you pleasure? Hoarding, possessing, different things make different people happy. You see what I mean? Not all of us love the same thing. You know what I mean? Now, just quickly, let me grab this super chat. P. Klein, $5. Not many mechanical instruments still currently being manufactured will last a lifetime. Hashtag Lolex. What gives you pleasure? I tell you what gives you pleasure is when you're on a flight to see Mike and you know he'll be waiting for you at the other end.
I don't think that will be too pleasure for me. It's
Why
a,
is that?
it's the guy is a clumsy. Archie, he's clumsy. He's very lazy, and I
Yes.
don't know what kind of diseases I'll take with myself when I live at his house. Tetanus,
You know,
hemorrhoids.
the other thing is, Sard, you could always get a hotel room for yourself. There are
Excellent.
many
That,
nice
yeah, but
hotels.
the problem is I have to take this opportunity. I have to take advantage of this networking, and I have just $100 with me.
I see. I
Actually,
see.
I want a super chat, or what is it called, that um, where people start donating you money for the airline ticket.
Ah, crowdfunding.
Yes, I need GoFundMe, please.
Yes. Yes, I see what you're saying. Um, I,
Archie, what satisfies you in life? What satisfies you?
sometimes food, Mia, a good meal can satisfy us. A good meal. Here we've got another good super chat. This is P. Klein. Saad, does listening to the pontiff give you pleasure?
Yes, when Archie was about to ask me what is your definition of pleasure, Archie, luxury is the pleasure for me. It gives me happiness. I my There is just two kinds of hunger that I have to feed. One is my stomach and one is my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Archie feeds my mind. And
Hello,
Hmm.
Archie,
gentlemen.
hello ABC, how are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you both doing?
Hey, we're not doing too badly. Now,
According to Saad, what gives me pleasure is spending my money on shitter watches. Because I love it. He said, "I
Yes,
love it."
but when you'll get old, you will curse yourself. You know why I spent so much money on these
Garbage
filters.
Okay,
watches.
let me do an experiment with you. I want to show you. I just done a review on this collection. I want you to tell me, does this give you pleasure or pain? Have a quick look. Pleasure or pain? What's the
Should I
senses?
start? The Polar is a good watch, good, not best, good.
Hmm.
Bluesy is excellent. I love the date just excellent. Daytona is excellent, and the GMT is also beautiful. The rest in the lower section, I would say the Cartier is okay. The with the white dial. Rest, I'm not fond of these watches.
How about the
What
Breguet?
Breguet?
No, no, it's too old school for me.
Okay. And the other thing is that Breitling he's got, if you look very closely, this is not a modern Breitling. This is from 1960, 1967, I think. It's a vintage Navitimer.
It is. Yeah.
Archie,
1967. No date. You can
leave
tell by no date.
leave hype at a side. Just delete hype from my brain for a while and ask me
Mhm.
if you want to pick one watch from them. What will that be? I will pick the date just.
Ah, you would pick the date just. What
Yes,
would you
sir.
pick? What would you pick, ABC?
I would pick the steel GMT.
Oh, the Steel GMT. Now, if I was to pick one, it's because I'm adding it to my collection. I would actually take the Wimbledon, the two-tone Wimbledon. But if I had no watches,
Wimbledon. It's
the
Wimbledon.
Wombles of Wimbledon. Okay. If I was picking one watch because I didn't have a watch, I would definitely go with the Bluesy. Bluesy, Bluesy, Bluesy.
For me, the GMT, especially the Rolex one, is a one and done watch. It can see you through life. It can see
Actually, we've
you.
got a very just sorry, I got a very good quote
No,
from
go
my
ahead.
good friend Jean Claude Beaver. Set a
JCB.
goal. Yeah, JCB. Set a goal and achieve it is success. For me, it's getting out of bed and getting dressed each day. You know what? It's, I don't know if he's being serious or not, but that can be a good goal to have every day. Some
Hmm.
people can't get out of bed. They stuck in bed. They stuck.
That's
But
due to depression, Archie. A person who cannot get out of the bed, or when he wakes up in the morning and he is still tired or is
mhm.
upset, that is the worst kind of depression he is facing. But I would agree with John Claude Bever. And I really love this guy, to be honest. I love listening to him. He's one of the greatest panels we have. So GMT, why do you always go for the steel watches? Is it because of your personal reasons, or you don't like gold or anything
I
that
don't wear
sparkles more?
gold. I
Okay,
don't wear gold.
you don't wear gold.
No,
But technically speaking, if you have a GMT with you, you're actually wearing gold because the hands are made from gold, the indices are made from gold.
that's actually true.
Yes, yes, it is.
Hmm. And the movement has gold parts inside it.
I'm not sure about.
No,
I
they're
think
all brass.
so.
Apart from the new Daytona, which has the um, what is it called, the weight that
Layback.
is made
Gold
from, yeah,
rotor.
the rotor, yeah, that is gold. Otherwise this is all made from brass, the wheels and stuff.
So the hands and the surrounds will be white gold, won't they?
Well, the
But
problem
there's
Yes,
is
only
with
one thing
gold
for it.
gold
I
movements.
have to
Hey,
get a 1675.
I got to tell you, the problem with gold parts is they're very soft. Gold is not a soft metal. Problem with that. Um, Tell me this. I look at the bottom line, and I don't particularly like the Breitling Super Ocean. It's like a caricature. It's super sized,
It looks cartoonish.
and I think the Cartier, musty Cartier on the end, the blue. That's kind
That's
of
a
too
that's a
small.
date
Too small.
watch. That's what you give to the Sheila, mate.
Yes. Yes, exactly right. I do love his. I think the Rolexes are fantastic. What do you think? He's got some really nice Rolex there. You can't go wrong
ABC,
with that.
you
You
just
can't.
said that the black is the GMT Master is a one and done. You know what? Every Rolex is technically a one and done. You wear a Daytona two tone, it's one and done. The Datejust is one and done. Sub is just
Oh,
one and done.
it's more how versatile it is. I've always loved the Rolex GMT, especially because you can
Hey
use
guys,
it
I
as
got
a
another
minute
super chat
lapse.
from the Mask. The
Oh, go
Mask
for it.
says $5. I thought about a bluesy as a one and done, but how could I wear it every day?
It's
I
an
think.
excellent one and done watch.
Hmm.
If you work in London, then you can't wear it.
Ooh, Malik
Unless you've got
Diamond. Look
long
at this. We're
drive.
gonna have look at this. This is a super chat. I'm gonna play the song for my good friend Malik Diamond. Here we go, guys.
Baby super chat, baby super chat. Na 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 na. Baby super chat, baby super chat.
Bring in some super chats. Let's get this thing happening. Super chat, baby. Super chat. Let's get this on, baby.
Here we go. We've got a great super chat from my good friend Malik Diamond. Malik Diamond. Malik Diamond, $20. Archie, if money was irrelevant, bluesy flat blue versus sunburst blue versus diamond hour marker bluesy. Hi, ABC and Saad, please answer.
Hi, Malik. I hope you're doing well.
That's a
I
very
think you have
good
to pull them up.
question.
Pull it up, man. Pull it up, Art. Pull it up.
So from my understanding, the 116613 used to come with both
Just hang
these.
on one tick, guys.
Okay. Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. The 116613 came with both versions, flat blue and the sunburst blue. Now the problem is, Malik Diamond, if a dealer has a sunburst version to offer to you, he will say this is a future collector's item. If another dealer he has a flat version, he will say that is the collector's item. For what I'll pick is, if the watch is in better condition, I'll pick that. But I personally like the flat version. It reminds me of the Stella dials. It is very beautiful. I have seen both of them. The sunburst is something that Rolex does to every dial, so it's nothing special about it. And I think the flat blue will be future collector.
When was it flat? When was it sunburst?
Okay, so the flat blue. So this is the sunburst blue, and then they had the flat blue. So the flat blue, they were also known as the Smurfies, weren't they? This was the Smurfy blue, wasn't it? Have a
I
look
don't.
here.
Yeah.
This here is with the diamonds. Actually, they did sapphires and diamonds. There's a few variations here.
You're not sharing yet.
Oh shit! Sorry. Apologies.
Okay, now something's happening. Okay. So this looks like flat, yeah?
Mm.
Yes, this is the flat.
The flat blue was the Smurfy blue. Remember, it was kind of the lighter blue, wasn't it? The lighter blue. It was a different blue. And what happens is people really wanted the starburst back. So the Smurfy blue, that came out when they changed to ceramic.
Yeah, okay.
And then they brought back the starburst blue. People liked that.
It depends which one you like then, because they're both beautiful. I personally think flat blue is nicer because when I saw your Maserati Daytona, that
Mhm.
flat blue was just immersive. I just couldn't stop looking at it.
Mm. It is very fascinating. The shades of blue the Rolex uses pretty good there. We've got
So
another.
Archie, I have sorry,
Yeah, so keep
I have
going.
WhatsApp you photograph of the sunburst versus flat on WhatsApp.
Ooh,
Kindly check it. So you can have a direct comparison because Malik Diamond is an important person. We have to give him value.
Yes, we
he is a
definitely.
VVVIP.
Very nice picture here, Saad. I must say that. I'm just calling it up for you now. And we've got another super chat from Malik Diamond. Here we go. Just compare the two, and have a look. There we go.
Ooh,
Now, Archie, here the two-tone is a flat version, whereas the all gold 116618 is the sunburst.
Yes. I got to tell you, ignoring money, I really like the sunburst. I think the sunburst has got a warmth to it.
Okay.
And I also like the gold lettering with the sunburst. I don't know why. I like the gold lettering with the sunburst dial. Does that make sense?
Yes, but the 126613 had white. Both of these are actually gold letterings. The latest version
Yes.
has
Has the white
white.
dial. Correct.
Yes, sir.
Correct. You are right. You are right. Yes. Yes.
which one do you prefer, Saad?
I prefer the flat version, even though I cannot disagree with Archie. He's the king. But I think the flat version will be future very sought after kind of.
Loose Tooth's got a comment. Flat Blue ended in 2012, I think. Yeah, I think he's about right. That sounds about right.
That's a short
we got-
one, isn't it?
We got
That's quite a
Malik
short one.
Diamond here. Malik Diamond. Malik Diamond's got a super chat, $20. Archie, can you have the movie star Sov resend you or do a couple of vintage soft tempo intros or super chat clips? Hey, I'll have a talk to him. He's a great guy. I was talking to Sov yesterday, actually. He rang
How
me
is he?
yesterday. Yeah, he's doing good. He's doing really well. He's doing really well. Lovely guy. He's doing a lovely.
Good.
And Malik Diamond saying there he's doing well as well. Malik Diamond is doing well. He's doing well.
Malik, I have forwarded the picture in that group as you wanted it.
I got to tell you, what do you think itself there? The gold two-tone, gold or two-tone? What do you think? Ignoring money, what do you think is the more attractive of the two here?
For me, the all gold version, Archie, it's very, very beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
ABC doesn't wear gold.
No, but I would say the two-tone's more practical. Gold
How is it practical? I don't understand.
is gold. Well, gold's a very soft metal, and I'm wondering whether it's very heavy as well. It's a very, very heavy watch, solid gold.
ABC, everybody tells me that how do you wear these gold watches when this it's a very soft metal. To be honest with you, I have never had any problems whatsoever with a solid gold watch. No dings, no scratches are there even on the steel watches I have. So no such issues. It's just it's a false, frivolous kind of a statement that most of the people think. It's like a cotton or something. No. It's perfect.
Actually, my father taught me that with gold, when you get the dig, an actual dig, you can
Yes.
actually mold it back very easily with a scraper.
No, you can polish it, but what will happen is that
borrow the
you're eating
metal back.
further more gold. With the platinum, the things are different. You're just moving the gold, moving the material. When it dings, it doesn't comes out, from the watch.
Yeah, well, I learned how to fill or borrow the metal, move the metal with gold. Obviously, with 24 karat gold is easier. 18's a lot tougher. because of the silver that's in there. But
By the way, Archie, if you notice, um, on the new Daytona, they have done the same thing that they have done to these watches. From that I mean the bezel has a surrounding metal surrounding on these watches. So this is what they have done to their new Daytonas. They provided a lip now to reinforce the
Yeah, interesting, isn't it?
yes.
where?
You know, that's
You
that
see,
ring around the
yeah.
ceramic bezel.
Ah, yes. I see that, yes.
But I think the Submariners with gold versions, especially, are very beautiful watches. Very beautiful. These are actually the older versions. So you see uh, the lugs are very fat on them.
Hmm.
It's more chunkier.
Any bluesy is iconic in my view.
We've got another super chat here. This is from our good friend Loudmouth Tim, $5. As of April 100 a website and YouTube channel. It took lots of editing to make this super chat. Hi, Archie. Loudmouth Tim. Loudmouth Tim. Let's get him on the stream. Come on, let's get him on here. Loudmouth Tim. Come on the stream, Loudmouth. Let's have a chat with you. I got to tell you, out of these two, they're both beautiful. I would say the pick for me is the Starburst two-tone. You know, Saad, when I had my solid gold, I never felt that comfortable with it. But the two-tone, I tend to enjoy it and just wear it. I just love it. I love it. Okay.
By comfort, you mean was it too attention seeker, or was it too delicate for you to wear? You would get afraid if it get ding marks or something. What was the
Yeah,
reason?
that's exactly just psychological. It's all psychological. Oh,
But technically, you had
Loudmouth Tim says,
sure.
I'm at work, can't come on. Sorry. No worries, Loudmouth. Thank you for your super chat and congratulations, 200 episodes.
Congratulations, Loudmouth.
He's a nice guy. Loudmouth's always been a very loyal fan. And I'm surprised he hasn't had more success in his space. You know, I'm really surprised he didn't get more recognition and success. And that's the kind of one of the big injustices in this world.
Archie, it's luck. Luck counts a lot. You know,
Oh,
it's important.
Danny is saying, what the fuck is starburst? So starburst means it's got that, if you look at it in the light, a flat
Danny
dial is like,
sunburst. Some people call it sunburst.
yeah. So it's just how the color, you can see it's got different. Flat is like it's like a non-metallic. It's almost, I don't know whether I can use that. It's kind of like a flat paint, whereas a starburst, you've got different. Oh shit, it's hard to
It's like
explain.
metallic paint, Arch. Almost like
Yeah.
the metallic paint analogy, where you see rays of light when you rotate the watch. When the light catches from certain angles, you see essentially like a star effect. Loads of watches
Loudmouth
have
Tim
that.
says, I am disappointed about the lack of success too.
So whose channel needs more attention, Loudmouth Tim's or Irix Guy?
Irix Guy had success and it went tough, whereas Birminghard says 200 episodes in 20 years. That's 10 episodes a year. Loudmouth Tim needs to work harder. And Surdy Danny, you mean Starburst, Surdy Danny. And someone's saying, what happened to Irix Guy? Irix Guy is making videos. He's still there. He's doing very well.
The problem with Irex is he just make video of frying sausages. Nobody's interested in that, Archie.
Mm-hmm.
Where are the
You,
raccoons?
yeah,
Here we got
either
Surdy Danny. Hello, Surdy Danny. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. I know what it is, but I didn't know. Starburst. That sounds like some sweets you can buy at my end. I call it Sunburst.
Sorry, sunburst. Yeah, that's what I call it too. Sunburst, starburst. Sorry, you are right. Sorry.
Starburst are the
What do you
candies.
prefer of the
well-
two? The two watches here. What do you prefer? What do you prefer of these
It-
two?
It's hard. I've sent you a picture of them both. Flat blue. It looks really nice with bezel because it's the same tone, but the Sunburst is like it's the original sort of dial in it. It's hard to say because I will put in position.
Hey, we
of
got
buying
Mr.
this.
Sexy on. How are you, Mr. Sexy?
How's it going, boys? What's going on?
So
Alright,
why don't you have
GMT.
the lights on, Mr. Sexy?
I'm trying
Yeah.
to say dark and mysterious, Arch. Dark
Go on,
and
shows you
You've got
not.
mysterious.
the shades
Shows
on
you
as
not.
well. I like it.
TMT.
What's
Like
that?
shade.
Shows you not. Turn light on.
No. It's okay.
Go on.
It's okay.
So,
Don't
Mr.
be
soft,
GMT, what's happening today? It's Saturday in Darwin. What time is it in Darwin? It's 9
At the
o'clock.
moment, it's 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock.
So you don't open the shop on a Saturday?
No. Well, because we've got a lot of things coming up, so we try and stay away from opening up on the weekends because I've got starting as of 2 weeks from now, as of today, it'll be full on, like 7 days a week, as of 2 weeks of today.
For how
So
long
I'm
does it
fine.
stay for long for?
Well, 7 days it'll be for the first 4 months, and then after that it'll be 6 days for the next 4 months, 3 months.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
2 months. Is it 2 months? Yeah, 2 months. Sorry.
Is that where you make most of the money in the business in that time period?
Yeah. That's
It
where
is.
we make the money. Yeah.
So how do you feel are you looking forward to it or you're anxious? How are you?
I get anxious, because there's a lot of organizing, and it all falls upon me mainly. I have to, I'm the person that sits in the middle and tells everyone what to do and how to organize things before it all actually comes to play. And it is stressful. It is stressful. I get nervous.
What's the cause of this? What's the cause of this? This is the shop or you do the markets?
The markets I got, as of the first week, as of the 27th, 28th, 29th, and 30th, those 4 days that's my first weekend that I have the markets. So I've got markets on Thursday. I've got casino birthday celebrations, which I got invited to take my store there. That's the casino that they're having a big celebration, 40 years of their birthday.
You have to pay to go there?
No, they I'm a guest there. I just take my store there and make money. I'm quite lucky there because they're uncertain because it's a birthday celebration. They're uncertain how many people are going to show up, if you know what I mean. And so then we got the Speedway on the Saturday, and then I've got
you go to
Sunday
the
again, I've got
Speedway?
markets. So yeah, I go Speedway as well. Yeah.
Shit, you work, don't you?
Yeah. You won't see much of me. That's why I jump on as much as I can for you, Arch. Now that I can.
Jeez, this
Archie,
anxiety.
as we have Mr. Sexy with us, I've sent you photograph of day dates. Just slight touching the day date because we have a stylish panel in our channel, Mr.
Ooh,
GMT.
yes,
So
sir.
Yes,
I want
love
Mr.
I love
GMT
watch
to pick
porn.
one. Yeah.
Very, very cool photo I've just been sent. I'm just pulling it up now.
What are
One
you
is a
wearing,
video.
GMT?
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry?
What are you wearing?
The watch? Oh, the Panerai. I'm wearing my Panerai today.
Panerai.
What do you think of this?
Ooh. Yeah, it'll
Which
be,
one would you go
obviously-
for?
The white dial. The white dial. That's for me. Which one would you go for, Arch?
I'd go for the white dial as well. I'm not I don't mind a few diamonds, like your markers in diamond, but I think it's a bit over the
For me,
top.
that's nice for a lady, not for me.
I
Can
still
you
think
play a
that-
video? I sent you a video also, because it's
Okay.
it shows the quality of the diamonds on these
Of course,
Rolex.
I'm not saying the quality is bad. It's just not not for me. It's just I would love to buy that for my wife. That's for sure.
Yeah.
She'll really appreciate it. She'll love it. Diamonds are
So-
a girl's best friend.
How many hours a week are you going to work when it gets busy there?
Well, on a Thursday, I work about 18 hours just on a Thursday alone. On that Friday, will probably
fuck.
be the same, the first weekend. On the Saturday, I'll go about 8 hours, and then on the Sunday, about 8 hours again. Oh my God. They
Holy
look
shit.
both unbelievable, right? Holy shit. That looks so
I
good.
prefer the white dial one. Such a clean look.
Yeah, it's a clean look.
They're
isn't
both
it?
36, aren't they, Saad?
No,
The 40 is
No.
the white is 40, and the central link diamonds are
It
36.
is, yes.
Have
You're
you ever
right.
tried the day?
You're right.
Have you ever tried the day 2, the 41? Have you ever tried one of those
Me?
on Saad? Yeah.
No, I've never tried. Yes, I did when it was launched. I have a photo of that also. Yes.
Oh, okay. What did you think of it? Was it too bulky like they say it is?
Yes, it was totally wrong design. The bezel was too wide. The ratio of bezel versus the dial was very, very wrong. And the other thing was, it was using the same old movement. So the reserve power was the same. It was just a big watch. Same thing, just big size.
Okay. There you go. I like it. Man. I like any day. It doesn't matter. But you are right, yeah. Because I've got the
But-
date just 2, and I really like that.
The good thing about that day date 2 was it was the heaviest day date that they produced.
Yeah, it definitely would have been. It was chunkiest. That's why, and biggest.
Yes.
That's for sure. We got Burbs in the house, Arch. Look, we got
Yeah.
Birmingham. Man,
Birmingham, jump on, man.
Burbs is a legend, man. Love Burbs.
He's a great guy. I love him.
Yeah, he hasn't been on for a long time.
But he's been doing things with his family. He's a really good
Okay.
family, man. I got a
Yeah,
lot of respect for
Good on
Burbs.
him.
Wow. And do you ever worry, Mr. GMT, that you're getting ready for this busy season and it's a flop?
Yeah, that just crossed my mind. Yeah, it does. But you can't just sit there and think about that. But it does cross my mind. I'm not gonna lie, it does.
You'll be fine, mate. People need to eat.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of competition out there, especially when I go to the markets. But what I've done is I've actually built my trailer's pretty new, and I've designed it so when you walk past my trailer, you want to come back and eat at my trailer. That's the way I've designed it. A lot of other stores look really old, like run down, like not clean. When you look at my trailer, it's just clean. It looks, because I've got the rotisserie right in front, turning the meat. It really does appeal to people to walk past, go have a look at something else, and then come back and eat at my shop, at my store.
Beautiful.
This is the year this is the time of year that, Arch, if you ever came, this is when I'd love for you to come, because I could show you the markets. You'd really love it. You would really love it. And it's beautiful weather. It's beautiful weather.
Do a Darwin visit, Arch. Come on.
Darwin's actually very, very
Expensive to travel
expensive.
to. While you're here, it's not so bad, but trying to get here is another story, right?
Mm.
Can you put him
It's
up
expensive.
anywhere, GMT?
No,
I've got a room I've got a room.
it's the air ticket
It's
to
the
get
air
there
tickets
that's
are expensive.
expensive.
Yeah, I've got a room. I've got my little
Are
girls'
the
room. I can
flights
just sleep
direct
in.
from Brizzy to Darwin, or do you have to go via
Yes.
Sydney?
No, you get it direct, but because it's a region, it's kind of like it's not like it's not like going to Sydney. It's a kind of a.
It's more like a Passover, so you can, if you want to go to Singapore or something, you can stop over here, go, travel and then go to Singapore.
But do
It's
many
very-
flights? Do many flights actually stop in Darwin to go to Singapore?
Not
do.
to go to Singapore, but some actually do go to Singapore, but not many. No, if you're going to go
No.
to Singapore, you just go to Singapore.
So
They just
it's
keep
even
running
an
flights.
expensive flight to go to Singapore via Darwin because it's a special.
Yeah, look, actually, it's. Well, I haven't actually looked at the tickets for many years, but the last time I went was 2012, and that year it cost me about the same money to go to Brisbane as was to go to Singapore. It actually was cheaper to go for a holiday with my family to Singapore than it was to go to Brisbane.
Yeah,
You know,
it's crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
and that was
absolutely.
international.
Mm.
To go to Bali, on the other hand, Arch, it's even cheaper again because it's only like an hour flight, 50-minute flight, and you're there, and it's really cheap to fly there. We get really cheap tickets to fly to Bali. Arch.
Yes, Bali's very, very nice. You like Bali?
I've never been. My wife doesn't want to go. I'm trying to convince her. She just doesn't want to go. I don't know why.
You've never been to Bali?
No, I'd love to. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, she just doesn't want to. She's afraid. I don't know what she's afraid of. I'm trying to figure out what she's afraid of.
Can I ask you something? If you don't want to answer, that's okay. What's the most you've ever taken, like takings for the day, your busiest day ever? Like 10,000, 5,000?
No, not even. I would dream. Fuck, if I took that much.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
No, not that much. The most I've ever taken, maybe when I've done a big event. We're talking a big concert. I've done a concert. We do once a year, which is called Bass in the Grass. Sometimes it depends. There, it's a hit or miss, but the most I've ever taken probably about 6,000.
Wow. Okay, that's very good.
That's just a one-off, but that's not
One
all
off.
the
One
time.
off. One off. Yeah. P.
Super
Klein, $5. Archie, a wise man once said, "The road to happiness is a long and arduous one." Very true point. Very good point.
P. Clen's a good man.
Archie,
good man.
how
Long-time
can
support.
one stop, making hobby an illness? How to stop that? Because with us collectors, our hobby becomes an illness. We want the next model. We want another variation. We don't get satisfied.
You gotta know when to stop. You know what? The way that I look at it, Sad, is right now I'm in a place of where I'm really happy. I even asked the question to Arch the other day: should I swap my Datejust 2 and my GMT black for a Pepsi? Right? And Arch goes, no. He goes, that's not a great idea. Don't do that. And I only did it just out of curiosity. Like I saw one there, I said maybe I should do it. Funny enough, no one's taking the watches in. No one's trading any watches in, regardless. Anyway, they just want the cash. But what I do is I've come to a point in my collecting journey, even with my Superman collection, as you see around me, that I'm content. So when I become in that frame of mind where I'm content, what I do is I actually enjoy other people's journey in what they're doing at that point in time, and I enjoy experiencing their joy, their happiness in what they're doing, and hearing their stories. And that for me is just as enjoyable as in wearing my watches that I have now in my collection. While I'm wearing my watches, I'm enjoying their journey, and that makes me content, and I don't need to collect anymore. And that's exactly what I've done with my Superman collection. You got to find a point in your collecting journey where you are content and you know that you've got everything you want. You place that in your mind and enjoy other people's journey. And that's how I look at it.
So GMT, you just said that when you want to sell a watch, you just there is a cash, no more exchanges when it comes to watches now. So that means their watches are not anymore considered as investment, and technically
at this
means
particular time in Australia, yeah. At this particular time, the way things are with the economy, yeah, and people aren't, they want cash, they don't want trading.
So technically, that means the prices of watches has gone down in the real market. So when you are going to buy a watch, does that low price reflect when buying a watch, or it's just a dealer's technique? That they say
dealers see, for example, the Pepsi hasn't really gone down. For example, that's still up there. That's still at the price that it always was. There's a particular watches that have, and then there's other particular watches that have gone down a little bit, but not dramatically. But again, they all want cash now. They've got too much inventory because no one's buying.
And they don't want to swap non-Rolex inventory for Rolex inventory.
But the thing is, I was going to swap 2 Rolex Arch for a Pepsi, for example, right? And they still wouldn't do it.
Oh.
Yeah. Because the problem is the Pepsis are hotter. Not to put your watches down, Mr. GMT.
Exactly. No, that's true. It is. It's a hotter commodity at the moment. It's not. It's a fact. It's not putting my watches down.
What you'd be best to do would be to put that on consignment with them.
Yeah,
that would be.
Yeah. But again, I don't really want to get rid of my watch. Why should I get rid of two beautiful, watches for one? No, it's not for me.
Yeah.
Better off if I really wanted it that bad, I could just go and buy one. Just save my money and buy one.
What dial do you have on your date just true? Is it a Wimbledon?
No. It's a champagne with a diamond indices. It's a
Okay.
completely different. What I love about the Datejust 2 that I've got compared to my date, it's a completely different look. Like as in you can wear both of them, and it'll be a totally different look. They both stand out. They won't. You'll never confuse one for the other. It's just a totally different look, and I really like that.
It's I tend to agree with you there. I got to tell you, I find myself right. Like I must agree with you, Mr. GMT. Before the robbery, I kind of had contentment. I kind of
Yeah.
I kind of had everything I wanted, right? In fact, I had more than enough. Okay, like I had 4 Patek's, which
Hmm.
they were kind of like my. I'll be honest with you. I didn't wear them a lot. The one I liked out of those the 4 Patek's I have, believe it or not, it was actually the manual wine 5196 I liked the most. I wore the most. The reason why I say that is because you didn't have to fuck around with the date. It didn't have a date function. Okay, the world
It
time
was just
didn't have a date.
it was just easy. Wind and
It was
wear.
just
Wind and wear.
wind and wear, and
Yeah.
that's partly why I got the 5196 in white gold, because I actually thought, this time I don't have the resources, and I thought, how many? I thought one Patek is fine. The other thing I did was, let me just explain this to you. I really thought about what's the icons. Now people criticize my choices, right?
But you know what I loved about your
I've
collection?
got one
Arch?
Patek now. I've got the ladies.
Yeah, but you
No,
know what the funny
I've
thing
got the
is, Arch,
36,
no matter
30.
what
Yeah,
anyone said
right.
about your collection, you still got what you wanted. You didn't listen to anyone. You bought what you wanted. And that says a lot to you about the way that you collect as a collector. You're not a follower, you're a leader. You buy what you want and not give a shit what anyone says. And that's compliments to you, mate. That's, hats off to you, brother.
Yeah. We got a super chat here from P. Klein. P. Klein, $5. Pontiff, your talent as an entertainer is only surpassed by your valuable watch advice you have provided to your loyal followers over the past years. Let me just say this to you. These streams would be garbage without people like Mr. Sexy, Mr. ABC, and
Thank you, my
Saad.
man.
I mean,
Thank
it's
you.
it's the panelists who make this show what it is. If I was just here dangling by myself, I can tell you this now, it would fucking be terrible. It's the panelists that make the show great. The interesting thing is, Mr. GMT, in my own case, I think contentment itself, having to redo it again, I got to tell you, I think 5 or 6 watches is probably enough.
Yeah.
Now, I'll tell you what for me, I'd like to have a Rolex in each of the major sports classes. So I'd like a Rolex GMT, a Rolex Diver, and a Rolex chronograph. 3 Rolex, right?
Beautiful.
Then I would love 3 other ones. 1 Patek,
Mhm.
1 Speedy, the moon watch, manual wind, and 1 Reverso, just as I've always loved the Reverso. The Reverso Grand Date I had, I remember the first time I saw that watch, I thought, fuck, that's beautiful. You know how you just look at a watch and go, fuck, that's beautiful. It's not
Mhm.
about money. It's not about bling or impressing people. It's just a
It's what
watch
you love. It's what you love.
yeah.
What really speaks to you. And that really speaks to you, which is a fair call.
Now,
That's how I
I
look
don't
at it.
understand this Lucan here. You're just being a bit of a jerk. I'm going to put you in timeout. Just behave, okay?
Archie, a question that I wanted to ask you: why do you like GLC so much? Is it because of the brand heritage, the quality of the watch? Is it the horology? What is it about the GLC?
What I like about them is the fact that they were a brand that did work for Patek, AP, and Vacheron. Okay, and they also did some amazing. I just love the Reverso. The Reverso is so it's just such a cool. I've always loved the story behind the Reverso. I like Art Deco.
Oh,
I
I
think
think it's the best, right? I love
I think the Reverso is just fucking gorgeous.
And
I love
comparing
their
it
master
to the Cartier.
controls.
I think it walks all over the Cartier personally, Saad. Cartier, the problem with Cartier is they've become a more of a fashion watch. And just like we had Mark Goldberg on yesterday, I think they're kind of fickle. Like they're not long-term stayers. And that's the thing I love about Rolex. Rolex it defies fashion because it's just a staple. It's just a staple. And I got to tell you, for me, my collecting days. I love the watches, right? Like I really do love them. Like I I love watches. I'm always interested in them. But the thing is, with watches themselves, you don't have to own every watch to love the watch. Like I love the day date. Yes, of course I do, right? But why don't I buy one? Because I don't want to sell something I've got to help pay for it. Does that make sense?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
That's like me. Like I love the Pepsi, for example, but I don't really want to sell anything at and get the Pepsi when I've got to say, for example, sacrifice 2 watches to get one. For me, I can't justify with that. It's not something
Exactly. Exactly. And just because we love watches, we don't have to own everything. It's like cars. You don't have to. I love for cars. I don't have to own a Lamborghini. I can't afford it. I don't have the resources, but that doesn't mean that some people, when they can't afford something, they criticize it.
True, but there's other people like myself and you, Arch. We appreciate it. You know what, for what it is and what someone else has got. See, I look at somebody else, for example, like our brother Tan. For example, he's got a Lamborghini. I love seeing his videos, his footage on it. I really do appreciate it. You know, and that's the same as watch
Archie's
collecting.
work is better than Frost versus Nixon. Look at that. Yeah, I love it. Anthony Napoli. Anthony, I'm so pleased to have you back in the stream here. I want to talk to you. I don't know if Anthony Napoli has been listening. Reverso is a must-have. It's classic. Now, Anthony, I'm not going to name any dealers, but I mentioned your predicament. Anthony wanted to trade his Omega Apollo 11 50th anniversary plus a GMT Diet Pepsi Tudor Diet Pepsi, put a bit of money and get a root beer. Now, Anthony, I spoke to a couple of people in the industry. They said you would need to put in about 20,000 Australian. They would slaughter you on the Omega. People are saying 7,000 for the Omega Aussie, which is shit. I agree, it is a shit, but that's because they said to me, look, Arch, I said, can't you pay more? They said, it's a slow sell. That's what they said, slow sell. And I got to tell you, I got watches that are slow sell. I got watches. Like, I think if I buy that Reverso, that's a slow sell. Reversos, actually, that's probably not too bad because it's
That's not too bad. Yeah, I was going to say.
it's good bang per buck. The Speedy, it's probably
It's not a slow. I don't think that's like a medium. It's not a slow.
you just
Not a
price
slow.
that right, it'll
Yeah.
sell because everyone wants a Speedy.
Yeah.
but they want the standard speedy. They don't want the special speedies.
Do you think
know,
your paddock would be a slow sell, Arch, if you wanted to get rid of it? Or do you reckon it'll go pretty quick?
it's only a couple years old and it's white gold. I think it would actually go pretty quick.
Pretty quick, yeah? Sweet.
Yeah. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
So which one out of all your watches now that you have, right, do you think would be the slowest? Not slow, but the slowest to get rid of it. Like it would be like something you wouldn't be able to get rid of like that.
I think if you want top dollar, that's where it becomes harder.
Yes. That's
Okay.
true.
I reckon top dollar. Look, I'd never sell the Speedy because it was a gift, but I think if you wanted to try and get your money back, that might be a bit harder.
To get your money back, definitely on a Speedy, yeah, it would be harder.
I think maybe the if you want to get the reversos. The thing about the reversos, you can always sell them if you price them right. That's the thing. You've got to be keen on the pricing.
That's right.
I reckon the slowest one might be the Explorer 2. That could be a bit, because it doesn't have box or papers. It's naked now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I reckon if you put it on, I suppose you're right. But if you put on consignment with a dealer, I think you'd find it a lot easier to sell. But if you try to sell it on your own, it'll be a lot harder. Because people have got confidence in dealers than private sellers, you know what I mean? Or they, are pretty well known in the in the community. Still, it's a little bit iffy.
Sapphire Sandwich Speedy, that's actually pretty good watch. They for some reason, I didn't say, look, Anthony, I'm not having a go at you. Yeah, Anthony goes, wow, fuck that. You know what, Anthony? I totally agree with you. The Apollo 11, there's another Speedmaster I really like. It's the Dark Side of the Moon. They're also, the thing is, dealers won't give you much, but when they want to sell one, they want top whack for them. You know what I mean?
Of course. Of course, Arch.
That's why it's always,
I
made a video today. Look at Durop. Durop is just saying there, Jazz drops a video offloading lease Beamer, then wants multiple Rolex Patek. Some folks just can't educate. Thank you. So, Anthony, I would tell you seriously, I'd be inclined to just hold what you got. I don't think it's worth doing. I love the Apollo 11 50th anniversary. I think that's a beautiful watch.
I like the look of it. It's a very good looking watch.
Yeah, see, I'm not really a flipper collector. I'm somebody who buys things that I like. Tell me this. You got a lot of money in watches. How much is enough for an average person? See, I think 50,000 US, 60,000, that's 100,000 Aussie. That's fucking a lot of money in a collection, isn't it? Your collection would be worth more than that, isn't it?
No, I don't reckon, Arch. No, I don't think it'd be more than that. Not more than 60. No way. I don't
US, 60 US, 60 US, or 60 Aussie?
US, we're talking, aren't we?
Yeah.
Are we talking US here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I got to be honest with you. This is expensive hobby. Tommy's here. Hello, Tommy. Mr. ABC, what do you think? Mr. ABC?
He might not be there, Arch.
He might not be there. That's
He
okay.
might have stepped away. Saad?
I've got to tell you, I think the thing about Saad, what do you think? How many is enough? What's enough for a collector?
Archie, I think for a collector, it depends upon his pocket, but he should not stress on this too much. Selling things and taking loan from people or from banks just to satisfy his wishes and ego. Sometimes in life you have to sacrifice your hobby in order to have comfort. These watches will never give you comfort, but it will, the more you have, the more you will want. To be honest with you, when I always used to be one watch guy. I never had two watches, never in my life. It just recently that I started, and the watches that I bought was pre-COVID, most of them, so the prices were all also really very reasonable compared to now. But I have never stressed my pocket when buying something, whether if it's watch or car or anything. If I cannot, uh, for a millionaire, I've seen many millionaires and they drive very normal cars such as Corollas, Hondas, Camrys, because they
Mm-hmm.
have this ratio of comfort in them. Even if that car gets burned,
Mm-hmm.
like we had the Pantera, they will have no stress. They will wake up in the morning and just buy another one.
I just want to break the news to you, Sad. The Pandera did not burn.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, it
Just
didn't burn.
1 minute there. I got to grab these super chats. I got some amazing super chats. Van Lux, $2.80. Saad, is Speedy really a teenager watch?
It's not a teenager's watch. It is a non-serious person's watch. If you are a executive or a successful, or you want to portray yourself to be a success, I've learned this from a person. He's told me that if you are into sales in any company, you have to dress very well because it shows how successful you are in your life and in selling things. So if you are wearing a Speedy, that means you have s- you might like the Omega more, or it can be you have some budget issues. But mostly Speedy guys, when they upgrade to the Daytona. Daytona is the best, most classic chronograph you can get. Yes, it is a teenager's watch.
Here we go. P. Klein, $5. Pontiff, what's the maximum percent of your net worth you think someone should have tied up in luxury watches? That's actually a really, really good question. I would tend to say, so net worth. Okay, let's just clarify this. So, net worth, what is net worth? So, that's your total assets minus your total liabilities. So, if you've got a $2 million house with a $2 million mortgage, you're technically worth zero. So I would say, so your net is what's left over. So you got an $800,000 house with a $200,000 mortgage, you're worth 600,000. So, okay, what do I think you should have in watches there? I reckon 10 to 15% would be about the max.
The
What do you think?
max.
Even that is too much, I would say. Archie, again, I'm
Yes.
saying the same thing. Hobby should be something that gives you pleasure, but if the watches get stolen, it should not uh, damage your total amount, total money that you have. You know, from what I mean is that if I buy a S class today, and I can buy one, but the problem will be maintaining it. Now, if I am millionaire in US dollars and I buy an S class and it get burns, or if it has serious malfunctions, I will not get stressed. So try to use your money more wisely. I would say if you are a millionaire, then just get two watches, three watches maximum. This
Well,
should be the ratio.
how
But
about how about how
that's
about
how I
looking at
collect as well. I don't
how about
collect like
how about looking at it this way? Millionaire or not, could you take a 15% hit to your overall like assets amount? And most people couldn't.
15% is too much, Mike. It's
Yeah,
too
that's what
much.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying most people can't take a 15% hit to their
What do you
total.
think? What do you think? 5%? It should be the
Five.
5?
5%. Yes.
5 is
5%.
maximum, I would say.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's ask this panel here. What percentage of your wealth is your net worth? What percentage is your collection? So in your case, Mike,
Probably. Honestly, most of my wealth is probably in watches. At this point.
Okay. Saad, how about you?
Well, uh, our wealth are shared, Archie. We have a different system here, so this question doesn't it doesn't apply
Mr.
to me.
GMT.
Well, I think it's about 5%, maybe a little bit more, not much more, but
Okay.
You know,
we're
'cause
talking
you-
about
yeah,
not dollar, not we're talking about assets in general and whatever
we
you got
just
in
over
total.
like overall, like
Yeah.
you know,
Overall, yeah,
we're
it'll be
trying to
about
put
just
a-
over
put a
5%.
number
It
on
will
it.
be like
If you
we're
could-
talking about the value of my home and stuff. But I was
Yeah,
quite lucky because
lump
because
all
when I
that
bought
up.
my home, I bought it because it's like two houses in one. So I went into a loan with my sister-in-law, but the house that we bought it's like two houses, like I said, in two houses
Yes.
in one, and
Yes,
the
yes,
house is
yes.
worth over $500,000. So, and we only borrowed, I think 400,000. So it's
How long ago did you borrow
sorry,
that?
sorry, over $1.5 million. $1.5 million. The house is worth.
Nice. But yeah, I mean, you just take your whole lump, whatever you are worth, and look at it as a whole, and think about could you take a 15% hit off that? Like,
Mike,
and
I will always spend more percentage on watches. Even 50%, I'll spend my entire wealth. If I am sure that watches will be investment, it will make me earn money. Then I will, yes.
well,
Otherwise,
that's
no.
kind of
See,
hard to call, except for Rolexes. But
I've
yeah.
never looked at my watches as investments. Always looked at them as something that I
me
want to
either.
enjoy.
I just look at them and
But
enjoy them.
you do look
And-
at them as a store of value, don't you?
A store of
course,
value,
of
yes,
course.
Arch. But what happens is, when I've sold on a watch, I have lost money on a watch, but not ridiculous amount, obviously. But the amount that I have lost, I accumulate to that as how much of enjoyment I've had with that watch at that period of time. So I'm satisfied. It's like renting a watch, for example, right, Arch? So
Yeah.
if I lose money on that watch, how much have I lost? And if I'll make sure that it's a reasonable amount, like it's for me not to be upset to lose. It's because I look at it as like I've rented the watch. I have lost a little bit of money on it, but I haven't done my ass on it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That's
And
how I
you-
look at it.
Archie,
You
when
paid a
it
little
comes to
bit to
storing,
enjoy it.
yeah,
Yeah.
but when it comes to storing wealth, I think watches are not that good in terms of storing wealth.
No.
Gold is.
No.
Because the problem with watches is sometimes if it gets out of fashion or if economy collapses like we have right now, it's difficult to sell even Rolex watches. You cannot sell a Daytona that easily now.
You're better off
But
buying
just
gold,
gold
like you
is
said.
very
Just
easy.
gold.
Gold.
Yeah, very easy.
Just hang on there, Jimmy. $2.20 Canadian. Saad, is Pantera a kid's car?
You know, if you souped it up and make it 5, 6, 700 horsepower, then it's a real man's car.
It's
Look at
already
this, Arch.
souped up. It's already got
I got a
500
kid's car right here,
horsepower.
Arch. I got the Ghostbuster
Son.
car.
Ghostbusters.
the one.
Bring that up. That's the
Let
one.
that
Look
one.
at that.
Oh
That's
yeah,
the
there
one.
you go. Ghostbusters.
And I also got something else. Look at this, Arch. Talking about kids' cars. I got the DeLorean
Ah, Back
from
to the
Back to the Future
Future.
2. The doors open up and everything. Look at this.
Wow, that's so cool, man.
You know?
It's so cool.
Don't take your life so serious, guys. Enjoy it.
Yeah. No, son.
And then we got P. Klein, $2. Mike the Snake. How much of your net worth is in watches?
If I add up everything I own, it's probably half. At this point, you know, I sold my BMW and I have my motorcycle and a couple of other items and a few watches, and that's just about and some hunting utensils, but they don't add up to much. And yeah, I'm pretty minimal as far as possessions go. So my overall worth in watches compared to the rest of what I own is higher, but I wouldn't want it that way. It just ended up that way. I fully intend to do much better here in the future and have that ratio change.
And then we've got another good comment here. Actually, I just want to read this comment from Anthony Napoli. It's easy to have 250,000 worth of watches and not own a large equity stake in your home and something like an investment. 100%, Anthony.
Mhm.
It's so easy to do.
Yep.
And I got to be honest with you. Sometimes you. I should have. I'll be honest with you. I had too much in watches. Yeah, I did. Speedy
Before,
Alex,
yeah,
$8.
before, yes, sorry,
Mike,
I'm sorry.
is the rumor true you will pick up side in the Pantera?
Yeah, no,
Why not?
because I'll be picking you up in my little Nissan Cube square box.
How old is that car? Just need to know how old the car is.
It's
How is the Cube?
Yeah.
It's a nice little, fine little car. It's like a little utility car, you know. It's
Okay. Is it old? Is it very old, or is it fairly new?
I
What is it?
think it's 8 or 10 years old. 7 or 8
So
years old.
outside a year, is that acceptable for you to get picked up in that? Just curiosity.
Yeah, or if it would be better if you can rent a nice car for me, Mike.
Can you do that, Mike?
No,
Can you
I
rent
can't.
just a
I
car
can't.
for the day, just to
I
pick
can't.
him up?
I can't afford to be doing that. And I also said you said that you weren't even really looking forward to being picked up by me, and that you
I'm
were
sorry,
afraid
I
of.
was just joking. No, I'm totally joking.
Okay,
I
all right.
really am looking
I was gonna
forward,
say,
and
make sure you
it will
get
be
all
the.
your immunizations before you come.
I have tetanus injection already. Don't worry about that.
We'll make sure you get hantavirus and all the
You
all
can send me the
the.
list of diseases that is there in
Okay.
your
Hunting
house.
cat virus. Hunting cat.
No, but I am happy to pick you up in my car. But it's all I have to
SD
offer. Okay, it's my car.
SD43. He says if you use a HELOC, are the watches yours or the bank's are? So if you use a HELOC, well, technically you've extended your mortgage, and the watches are yours.
Yeah. So it
So-
just goes into the house. So yeah.
Mm.
Archie, one thing I would like to say, if you don't mind, is I personally don't want to get too much attached to material items in life. Sometimes you have it, the other day it can get destroyed or stolen or whatever. Uh, Okay, my next statement is I'm also that sort of a person. If I get opportunity, some better investment, for example, I'm getting an apartment for a very good price, I will sell all of my watches immediately in just one go in order to buy. Because Archie, there is difference between me and you. I am in my 30s and I'm struggling to make something out of myself, right? You are a made man. You have your own house, you have your own car, you have your collection of other stuff, your beautiful family, and now you are more into watches and stuff. So prioritize things are more important than just running for watches.
Speedy Alex, let me come back to you, Sad. $8. Mike, is it rumor true? Okay, sorry, we did that one.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, seriously, actually, Angelic, our good friend Alex, you nailed the watches to the wall, Angelic Slayer. Guys,
Nice.
we need to ask Angelic. Is Angelic just quickly? I just wanted to ask: is he wanting to do a show after our show today? We'll just ask him. I don't know. Just Angelic, just put a comment there, and I'll pick it up. If you want to do a show, now I've got to say this to you. The funny thing is, this is the truth. Having loss, sometimes you have wonderful collections, and to have loss, you have much pain. You have pain.
Yeah,
And you don't.
I can.
The saying,
would-
Arch, time
feel
heals
you
all wounds,
there.
right?
But it never takes the pain away completely.
It doesn't,
never
but
erases
it'll always be there, Arch. It'll always be there at the end of the day. But
If
it
you
doesn't. It does get easier.
If you can bounce back and triumph over that, though, then even better. Hey, listen, I got to pick something up from my mom, who's
Hey, no worries.
just dropped
Thank
something
you
off. I'll be
so
back
much.
in.
Thank
I'll
you
be
so
back
much
in
for
one.
coming on. Yeah, no
How long
worries.
are you gonna be
I'll
gone
be
for?
back in 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Thank you.
I'm
Sure.
timing you, man. I'm timing you 2 minutes.
We love that. I got to tell you, Angelic. Okay, Angelic. I love the I'm on holiday. Okay, that's okay. No, he's not doing a stream today. Thank you, Angelic. No problem. Just asking.
Just asking for a friend.
Mr. GMT. Sorry. I got to tell you, you don't realize the pain you have until they're taken away from you. In my case, I think it would have been more painful a burglary than a fire, because at least with a fire.
No, Archie, don't say this, please.
No,
Don't say this. No, forget it.
I'm glad that you're saying it now that Mark the Snake's not here.
Yeah.
Fire is very terrible.
Yeah, especially when you lose your Pantera to it. It's bad.
Yeah, but I got to tell you, seriously, sometimes owning these things can cause such pain if they're taken from you. It is how it is there.
But you're doing great, Archie. This is more important. You have resumed your work. It has not had any negative impact on your efficiency. Normally, what happens to people is for years and years they cannot recover. You just discuss this with us, or maybe your other friends also, but you're working still. You're not compromising on
not
your
only is
life.
he working, he's actually started another evening show or morning show for the States, evening for us, and he's actually
working
expanded
harder.
on it. Yeah, he's working harder.
Yeah.
You know?
Speaking of working hard, we've got the world's best dog trainer. Hello, Mr. Goldberg.
Wow.
I was
Hello,
dealing
Goldberg.
with a dog biter just moments ago, but happy to join the stream.
Mark, I have a question from you, if you don't mind, please. How do you make a dog aggressive?
Oh shit! Never heard of that one.
You put a picture of your mother-in-law at the bottom of his food bowl.
No, is in your book. It is mentioned to me because I'll buy your book. I need a book where it is mentioned how to make your dog aggressive. I need a watchdog, or I can make even a pet dog make aggressive. Aggressive in a way that it becomes a watchdog.
I feel like if you just play 24/7 ArchieLuxury live streams, slowly the dog will just go so crazy that eventually it will try and bite the radio. And the trick is that what you need to do is you need to constantly expose them to people with Australian accents and horns. And eventually they will just transfer that.
That Australian accent of ours is pretty rough, right?
Most Americans confuse it. We don't know the difference between England, Australia, New Zealand.
Oh yeah, I've noticed that. You are right. I have noticed that.
Yeah.
I have
throw another shrimp on the Barbie.
I find the way that the English talk is a little bit more posh, a little bit more.
And tell me this, GMT,
proper.
you're a chef. How many people actually put shrimps on the Barbie? Do they taste? They don't.
Not many. Not that I know of, anyway.
Yeah, they don't actually taste that. I don't mind shrimp on the Barbie. Actually, I kind of don't mind.
Prawns. First of all, you don't even call them shrimp. You call them prawns.
Yeah, prawns.
Yeah. Well,
we get the banana prawns. You know the big banana prawns? They're huge and massive.
There is jumbo prawns. Jumbo.
It's king prawns. You're talking king prawns, Mr. GMT.
Yeah, we call them banana prawns over here.
Oh, you call them banana? Why you call them banana prawns?
I feel like Mr. GMT is exaggerating. He's like, yeah, it's about this big, sweetheart. About like
that big, you know.
Like
it's a great size.
They're damn near a lobster. Damn near a lobster. But
pretty much, they're huge. They're huge.
Shrimp on the Barbie's more for the coastal regions, like in Baja and areas where fishing and around the coast, where shrimp on the Barbie or fish is like much more eaten often, and so if you're an inlander in Australia, shrimp on the Barbie is probably not a real common thing.
Okay, you have another oyster perpetual also. Is this the green?
This is the green. And the more I think about it,
can we put full size? Can we put Mark on full size, please? Arch.
Let me get rid of the stupid background because it's fucking me up again. Hang on, guys. Give me a sec.
Now, did you got the green? You said you turned down the blue and you got the green?
No, he has a blue also.
That's correct. I have the
Amazing.
blue. I got listen, there's two blues. There's the turquoise blue, there's the dark blue, which is the bright blue, I don't know, the sunray blue.
Yeah.
And then there's this one, which is the green. Of course, there's a lot of other colors too, but the more I mess around with watches, the more I feel like a simple three-handed Rolex is like one of the best watches you can have. Explorer 1, OP41.
OP, yeah.
Air King.
Air
It's
King,
just the one
Air
and
King.
wear. It's easy to wear, right, Mark? Just
They're
one
so
and wear
easy
it,
to
man.
wear.
Yeah.
Date, non-date, Submariner. I'm with you. The date function is become a hassle.
Just a
It's
simple,
too easy to know the date these days, and so a nice simple three-hander is.
You know, Mark, once the green dial gets discontinued, this will be a very, very expensive watch.
Well, you're probably right. Although right now, actually, they're a surprisingly good price. You can pick these up right now for.
Oh, that looks freaky. Well, you just went over.
Listen, guys, they're under. They are obnoxiously priced, but you can pick one up for about $9,000, and given that it'll cost you about $6,500, $7,000 with tax, I don't think that's too crazy. So
now this isn't the green watch that you. The blue watch you turned down the other day from your AD, and said I want a green one. And
that wasn't. That was a Cartier Santos.
Oh, that's right. Okay, sorry, I got the watch.
We just got a super chat. We got a great super chat from P. Klein, $10. Pontiff, by following your watch collecting principles, should you expect to lose a percentage of value of your collection, or will the value increase or stay the same in the long term? You never want to lose money. I think the thing is, you really want to try and maintain value, if not increase. Yeah, you definitely don't want to.
If you can.
But I mean,
that's not always the case. But
the reality is, you don't want to be buying Breitling at retail. You don't want to be buying Cartier at retail if you can avoid it. Now,
they're not discounting Cartier these days, to be
honest. True. That's the whole problem. They're not but the problem with Cartier is they bring out a model, it's cool, it's hip, then they dump it, and prices, they kind of become, it's not the cool car, it's not the cool. Rolex is timeless, and it doesn't seem to suffer fashion fickle.
Yeah.
But
so, you always want to buy.
You always want to. You don't ever want to lose money. Nobody goes into buying this stuff to lose money. It's not really how it is. But yeah, I think you always want to retain value, if not increase over the long run. But the best thing you can do is be happy with your collection. If you're constantly trading it in, flipping it, doing this, that's people who tend to do badly with it. You're best to.
Boredom is very expensive.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think there's anything wrong with buying a watch that you know is going to lose value if you really like it.
Yes, this is true. A true enthusiast never thinks about these value retention or depreciation or things like that.
A frugal buyer considers it. Brings that into consideration, into the total equation. But I mean, if there's so many hundreds of watches out there, there's only a handful that will maintain or increase. So if you limit yourself to that range, then you really limit yourself to the world of watches that are out there. And there are a lot of beautiful, wonderful watches that you're going to lose money on if you try to flip it or sell it down the road. But it's just so gorgeous, and if you love it, you love
10
it.
years back, Mike, 10 years back, almost 90% of the Rolex models used to depreciate in value after using them.
Not anymore.
It's just now. Now things have become really different.
That was then, and this is now. By the way, Mike, that is the most cogent, intelligent thing I've heard you say practically ever, and I think it bears repeating. Value retention is one of many factors, and it is an important one to consider, but it is not the only factor. And I think that's really a very, very brilliant statement.
Oh,
Tell me
thanks.
this: do you buy your stinking Lincoln to make money or lose money there?
You know, listen, on a car, unless you're tan, if you're the Tanzilla, then you know which Porsche to trade up so that you can then get into the Lambo. But most people are going to lose money on a car.
The second they drive it off the lot.
Now, I actually did very well.
Hey, look at this. Look what we've got here.
There we go.
Hello.
Is that a GT2 RS?
Tan, my man.
Yo, can you
Look
guys
at
hear me?
this.
You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Is that GT3?
GT3 RS.
GT3 RS.
Wow,
Oh my
man.
god!
I love the green.
We're out at the meets, boys. We're out at the meets.
Oh, very cool.
How cool is this, man?
Speaking
Fuck
of
yeah.
Tanzilla.
Man.
Hey, Daddy. Obviously, you got the Hurricane live on YouTube.
Hurricane.
Okay, guys, who will super chat $500 for Tan to piss on that Lambo right there?
Fuck.
Yo, give me the $500. I'll piss on the Lambo, no problem, man.
This reminds me of the candy red House of Color used to make candy red.
Hey, when I grow up, I
Oh,
want
man,
to
that looks
be
sick.
just like
That
Tan.
looks so cool.
I want to be just like Tan when I grow
What
up.
do you guys think of this one? The McLaren.
It's Tiffany.
Oh, a McLaren F1?
Fuck
It's a
yeah.
Tiffany. I love it.
No.
Yeah.
It's a
It's
750.
Is that a real F1?
Is that more expensive
No,
because
it's
it's
not,
Tiffany
it's a
color?
570.
Yeah.
It's a 570.
Oh, that's
570.
the new one. That's the new one.
Yeah, it's the new one. It's the new one. It's a
Okay.
570.
That's the hybrid one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Got
you got a
Porsche.
Martini Porsche? Oh my god.
Yeah. Got another Porsche here.
What's that?
Beautiful.
This
That's
is
beautiful.
Porsche.
this is a Panamera Turbo.
Oh, Panamera.
Oh,
Four-door,
Panamera.
four-door.
Beautiful.
That's
Yeah,
perfect for you, Archie, the
Here's your
Panamera.
paper, Archie.
you got
What's
the,
that?
That's an Acura.
NSX.
NSX, yeah.
Ah, that's the new
Decided to
NSX.
put the Honda fucking symbol on it.
This is the poorest of the lot.
Yeah.
Lexus,
Wow.
yeah. Lexus. This is a LC 500.
It's an IS 500.
No, I think this is.
Holy shit.
I think this is an RCF.
Is that a Lexus?
Oh,
I'm gonna go to
okay.
the other side.
That one looks like a Lexus.
Tell me to go to the. Tell him I gotta go to the other side, man. Go to the other side. All right.
Yellow car. That's
Yeah.
the best part.
All right. He's telling me to
the
go
red
to the.
one, sorry.
He says don't go to these cars. Go to the other side. All right. We go to the other side. There's a lot of people here, boys.
Yeah, man.
man.
Fuck yeah. This is awesome. Is this
I
a
love
show?
that
What is it? Is it a
martini.
weekly
Martini.
meetup? What's going on?
Martini, Martini raced out
Sorry, I'm live.
Porsche look.
I'm live. So. Hello. This is the NSX owner. This is his girlfriend.
Great
Yeah.
car.
Nice.
Beautiful
Great
car, beautiful.
Just like
Wait,
an automotive.
is that a Yellowbird?
Yeah, you
Is
want
that
to say hi to
a
Archie, man? Archie's like live, man.
Dude,
Is that a-
is any-
Hey, how are you?
This is
Is
the guy
that
who's
a
never
Yellowbird?
stop fucking chilling with Archie. This guy says like.
Life is hard. fucker.
This is
Do you have a
this is
Pantera
GT3.
here?
Is that a Yellowbird?
Yeah, that's the question I had for him.
Oh, GT3. Holy shit.
Oh, it's beyond a Yellowbird. Yellowbird's a very famous yellow Porsche 911 that some people make copies of. GT3, yellow GT3 though, man, that's above a Yellowbird, but not as far as collectors go.
Ferrari.
It's a V12 Ferrari.
Oh, nice front engine Ferrari, all-wheel drive.
No, it's rear wheel drive.
Okay, I think they also offer them an all-wheel drive. This model.
Nope.
No, okay.
Yeah, RCF.
Yep,
Corvette.
another Lexus.
I'm actually live on
Corvette.
YouTube today.
We got a new Corvette.
I got 130 people watching. Wow. Got 130.
Nice.
This is the GT3 owner, boys.
Wow. Winner, chicken dinner.
Winner, chicken dinner, boys. We got Alfa Romeo.
Nice.
Oh, I love
nice.
Alfa Romeo.
Can you
I
show us the
love it.
Pantera?
Yeah,
I wish I had a
Pantera.
Pantera here. There's no Pantera here.
Man, it's not complete without a Pantera, man. You got to get.
Look at this Italia.
We don't run with no license plates here, man. We don't have license plates.
Shit. Fuck.
Ferrari.
Ferrari.
Is this
Holy
488?
Fucking water bottle in here. Like, what kind of bullshit is this, man?
Hey Tan, someday when I get my replacement Pantera, I'll drive up to Canada and meet you for one of your meets.
I gotta change the camera here. Hold on.
Sorry.
Back
Do
camera
you guys,
and
do you guys
the front camera, boy.
Hey,
Tan, I want to know if you guys
Tan the man.
do you eat
Tan, it's
poutine
great
off
to
the
see
hood?
you, man. We love
Yeah,
to
man.
see you. You know,
Yeah.
we love to see you. It's incredible.
Do we eat poutine?
It's
Everyone said
Man,
like, oh,
that's-
you're not gonna like come to the, you're not gonna come on the live streams if you're at the meets and stuff like that. So give you a view of the
That is. Thank you so much, Tan man. That is awesome.
I love
man.
it. That green is amazing. That's amazing. I must admit, your
GT3 RS.
Huracan, the Huracan is probably the pick. If I could pick one, I'd take the.
you picked the Huracan. You wouldn't pick my boys Subi over here. So Subi.
You know what I like? I really like that Alfa Romeo, the Alfa Romeo there. I love Alfa.
I had one of those Subarus, the BRZ, the BRZ.
Yeah, the BRZ. I'll show you the BRZ here. Hold on.
I put a turbo on mine with methanol injection and coilovers and lowered it and made a race car out of it. A real live race car out of it. Like I tracked it.
Big wing. Do you want to show them the big wing? The owner's here with me. He's gonna show you the big wing. You got the evil eye right here.
Wow.
You don't want that? You don't want anyone?
Oh, the evil eye.
This big ass wing, man.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit! Beautiful.
Got a GT wing on it.
PPF.
Now the question is, does he have enough under the hood to warrant that GT wing? Okay.
Enough under the hood to warrant the GT wing. Do you want to be live on YouTube? Sure. All right, hold on. Let me just. I gotta switch the camera around because.
Is it turbocharged or supercharged?
All right. So you're gonna interview my friend Khan. Hello.
Hey, Khan,
Hey,
how are
Khan.
you?
How are you?
Great car.
I had a
Great car.
BRZ myself, and I put a turbocharger and methanol injection and a titanium exhaust and coilovers, super wide wheels. Slammed it, made a track car out of it.
Nice. Yeah, they're great cars.
I had 350 horsepower to the wheels.
Nice. Yeah, I'm getting a supercharger actually, the HKS supercharger next week.
Yeah, very cool.
For the new gens they recommend because it's a high compressed engine, right? So it's gonna. I can actually pop the engine.
Pop the engine. Yeah. No, they're direct injection, so
he'll pop his engine for you guys. Why not?
The direct injection allows them to run high compression. But
pop the hood.
Sirocco Sales says $5. Burnt Pantera on a truck won't have the same impact, Mikey.
Yeah, well, the one I show up with will be burnt. It'll be smoking tires, but it won't be burnt.
Look at all the work he's done there. Holy shit, he's
very nice.
By the way, Khan's taking over the stream now, so.
Yeah, that is absolutely beautiful. You put a lot of money into that. That's a lot of money.
The beautiful thing is the supercharger that they make for this car drops right on top. It's a direct bolt-on.
Yeah, exactly. It's a direct bolt-on here, so that's going to be gone.
Yeah, it's super easy to do. Extra 100 horsepower, bam, like that.
Yeah, they say about 400. Well, we'll see. Like, it's a great
nitrous. Let's get some nitrous up.
Yeah,
yeah.
The thing about it is like my stock BRZ was almost more fun to drive with the little skinny Prius tires because you could pitch it sideways without being at warp speed. After I put two 65s in the back and two 45s in the front and slammed it with coilovers and lowered it, it was a Porsche. Okay.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Well, that's the cheapest thing you can get close to the. So there you go.
Yeah.
It's a Porsche for you.
Oh yeah, I'll take
that.
But I'm just saying, like, if I wanted to go have fun or get sideways in it, it happened at warp speed now. It wasn't as much. Well, it was because I used to track it. But on the street, it wasn't something you just went and pitched sideways because you'd find yourself wrapped around a tree. Like any high-powered supercar,
You should drive carefully, Mike.
If you guys want to give a follow on the Instagram, that's my Instagram right here. So
34 BJK03.
You got it.
Definitely. I'm gonna start following you, brother.
All right, nice.
So everybody,
nice splitter. Nice
so
splitter
there is a
the
meaning
front.
to the thing. So it's BJK is actually a team in Turkey. So 34 is a city plate. So Istanbul, and then that the Beşiktaş Gymnastic Club, and they founded in 1903. So that's the whole meaning of this actual.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
There you
Very
go.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's
What watch are you wearing? I saw the watch there. What watch is that?
what's that?
Jacob.
Sorry, say it again.
Your watch.
Jacob
the
and
watch.
Co.
Your watch.
Oh, the watch.
Oh, it's a beautiful Tissot
It
PRX,
is.
I think.
Nice.
The Come
Beautiful.
GA.
Come on, boys. Come on, boys.
There you go. Come here.
I'm matching the car.
Yeah, it suits it. It
Looks
suits
so
it
cool. It
definitely.
looks so cool. It looks
It's
cool.
like a
Rolex.
yeah.
Nick's gonna bring a Rolex over.
There we go.
This
Another
is
Rolex.
Nick's the Ferrari owner. My friend Nick, the Ferrari owner. What's he got? Boom,
Not
boys.
much. Beautiful.
Rolex.
Boom!
Nice.
Take that,
Yeah.
boys.
Give the BRZ owner my compliments on the front splitter. It looks very nice and tasteful.
This one, yeah.
And the GT wing is a little overkill until he gets that 400 horsepower, but
Yeah.
it looks fantastic.
Yeah,
It
it's
looks
an APR.
fantastic.
Thank you. I kind of did the like the ACR vibe. That's why it's a red, black, and white. So you can kind of see the
Ah.
carbon and then the
Yeah,
red. And,
That's an
carbon.
expensive wing, Mike. You know that? That's very.
I've owned
Yeah, it's-
a number of
yeah,
them.
it's around
I
2,000
know.
US, I think.
Any of them
Yeah.
burn?
Mike, it's an expensive wing.
Yeah, I know. I've owned a few of them.
Let me put this down and then I'll show you guys around because Tan gave the phone to me and maybe you guys I can show you a little bit more different cars.
Mikey, when you
Yes.
had all those cars, where'd you get the money? What were you doing for a living?
Boy, this is Mike's BMW.
I was working for myself as an artist and consultant and a number of other things.
He also make voices.
A number of other things always means drug running and money laundering. I don't know. What you're doing.
Well, no, not that.
Were you a hitman for the mob?
Exactly. You got me. You
Excellent.
What do you
guessed
guys
it.
think about this one?
Oh, yeah. the
Wow.
three-wheeler.
Is that a Morgan?
Three-wheeler.
What is that? What is that?
KTM.
It's
KTM.
Three-wheel.
KTM.
It's a three-wheeled vehicle.
Or Polaris. What is this? Polaris?
Yep. It's
Yeah,
a slingshot, they call it. It's like
Slingshot.
How
a
fast
Batmobile.
does that go?
That's cool,
How fast
man.
does that go?
I think it's around 300 horse, I think. It
Oh,
actually has
Jesus,
shit.
that's-
yeah,
300
yeah,
horse?
it's pretty
Fuck.
damn quick. Yeah, this thing is pretty slick too.
300 horsepower KTM?
Jesus.
Wow.
No, it's Polaris. Polaris.
Polaris,
Polar-
yeah.
Polaris. Okay. Because there's one version of the three-wheel car that is front-wheel drive. It's basically the front half of a car with the rear wheel trailing, and then there's
Yeah,
the
that's
other.
called Robin.
Then there's
Robin
the other-
Reliant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, no, there's another three-wheel. There's a couple of three-wheeled cars that are rear-wheel drive, like the
What's the Morgan? The Morgan would be
chain-driven?
rear wheel or front wheel drive?
Oh, rear-wheel drive only.
Mike, I think you're remembering your big wheel when you were a kid.
Yeah. No
Oh,
front,
nice
no front-wheel
Porsche.
drive for me. That's
I
S-Class
love this S-Class.
Mercedes.
I love the S-Class.
So I'm gonna
Is
pass
it
it to
Ken the man?
Dan over here.
Got my name? No.
What's your
Come
name?
here,
What's his
hon.
name?
Huh?
Tan the man.
My con forgot my name. Like, what's going on here, boys?
Tan is your name, right?
Like, what are you guys up to today, man?
This is a
Gotta get my
Porsche
jacket on.
Pontiac.
It's cold. Like,
I love the name Porsche Pontiac.
Porsche Pontiac, yes. Porsche Pontiac. Porsche Pontiac. By the way, this is the guy you talked
Lambo
about.
Pontiac.
Says $1 million car owner, P1 owner.
Rambo.
He's
Yeah,
got a
I'll show him.
P1.
I'll show him the P1. I don't know if you guys saw the P1. It's not a P1, but
Which one was that? The
McLaren.
Oh,
the McLaren. Yeah.
Poof. That one there's worth more because it's Tiffany blue.
They're about
he's got a new
300,000,
wing.
right?
A new wang.
These are about 300,000, right?
Oh no, $1 million. Millions.
Million.
Millions.
For really?
Millions.
Yeah.
Archie,
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
your license plate.
Wow. Okay.
Archie, that's
This
your
is the
license plate.
slowpokes. Ah, this is a hybrid. This is actually a hybrid car.
It's not a hybrid car, Mikey. Come on.
It's not.
It's not a hybrid.
Mike, you need to upgrade your encyclopedia.
Well, they make one that is a hybrid.
No, it's
I know.
not. It's a
No, they don't, Mike.
You're confusing it with the
Ferrari.
No,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, wow. Look at
sorry.
that.
I love the tunes, man. I love
Oh,
it.
looks like somebody's on a Ducati right there.
So what's up, boys?
Ducati motor.
What's happening?
That's
Not
an
much, just
amazing,
talking watches.
amazing. How many cars came out tonight? 20, 30 cars?
Yeah, like 20, 30, something like that.
Pretty
20, 30
amazing
cars.
stuff.
Yeah.
And what was your favorite car of the night?
My favorite car is my buddy's 812 Superfast Ferrari. The Ferrari.
Yep.
Beautiful.
I'll show you guys the Ferrari. I'm right near it anyway, so.
How often does this take place? What you're doing right now?
Like every week, like once or twice
Oh,
a week.
awesome.
This is my buddy's 812. This is a V12 Ferrari.
Wow.
It's got clean. Look how clean these wheels is, Archie. Like fuck.
Fuck.
By the way, Ten, I would agree with Archie. Your car is the most beautiful here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nick, they want to know how your car is so clean. How do you keep those wheels clean? You're not on camera. Don't worry.
Okay.
I licky is what Nick says.
I'm looking up the P1,
Licky,
and
licky.
yeah, I haven't mixed up with a different model because I do believe McLaren, they do make a hybrid version, but it's not the P1.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So
Huracan.
Mike, you bought all these cars.
Yeah.
You bought all these
Cool.
cars on an artist's salary.
So, which one is this Tanzils? Does it have the vanity plate, horns up?
Rancher.
I didn't buy all these cars.
Yeah,
I had one car.
Aldi's.
Rancher in
No,
the Ferrari.
you can get these cars at Aldi's, Mike. Okay, sorry.
Archie,
What?
you want Canadians and Ferraris? This is the Ferrari. Fucking mac and cheese in his Ferrari.
Mac and
And,
cheese.
uh,
Water
water
bottle.
You need a Capristo exhaust.
Huh?
You need an exhaust.
I'm gonna get away from how loud it is because it's a little loud over here, boys. It's a little
Yes.
loud. What's going on?
That's fantastic to see these cars, Tan. That's amazing.
I
This
told
So
guy's
do-
got a $500,000 car with a Tissot.
more like, you're not gonna be around anymore.
Sorry?
What?
You're not gonna be around anymore. You're not gonna do this anymore. No. Everett, say hi to YouTube.
Oh,
man.
Jason.
What's up?
Hey, how are you?
Tan, you're loved everywhere you go, man. You're loved in the watch community, loved in the car
This guy doesn't
community. You're a
love-
fucking rock star, brother.
What is this? There's like 1,000 people on YouTube watching it right now. 1,000 people? Yeah, they want to hear your exhaust. They're like, this fucking guy like revs it once and that's it.
Show us your Capristo exhaust.
Hey, Ken, have you heard of Akrapovic exhausts?
Yeah, Akrapovic's exhausts are very famous.
Yes. Do they make them
Here we
for Lambos or Ferraris? I believe
Sirocco,
they do.
Yeah, they do.
Sirocco sales $2. $2. Does anyone
Archie,
eat
say bye
pizza
to
in
you.
these
Say bye to you.
cars? Ooh, look at this.
I know
You
Archie
have
would.
the car to meet this guy says.
Wow.
Yeah,
super
man.
Cool.
They want to hear something in French.
This
They
car's worth
love French fucking ones.
Cet auto est $200,000.
$200,000. That means $200,000, boys, in French.
Wow.
You know how to speak French, Tan?
Yeah,
Does-
Canada's half French.
He's in
boys.
Canada.
Ah,
Yeah, man.
there you go.
yeah, for Canada, man.
Ooh, we got I got Godzilla here too, guys.
Oh,
Wow.
you got
Oh, you got the Godzilla.
GTR. Yeah,
Fuck
Godzilla.
yeah, look at that thing.
That is probably, if you want to
That
just
is
buy the most capable street car on the, for a reasonable amount of money, that is probably the most capable street car you can
Is it
buy.
even better than the Pantera?
It'd probably outperform the Pantera. In fact, the only trouble I ever had on track was with a GTR, with my Porsche race car, which was a GT2 class car. But again, against all-wheel drive and slicks, I
Archie, can you convince
sir.
my buddy not to buy a two-tone Seamaster, please?
Oh, don't do that. Don't buy a two-tone Seamaster. You got to buy Rolex. Buy Rolex. Get
shitter, man.
tan.
Please tell him it's a shitter.
Buy a Rolex Submariner.
Don't buy a Seamaster. Don't buy a two-ton
Don't buy-
Seamaster, man.
Yeah. Get
That's
a
a
sub.
no-no.
Get a Submariner.
Guess up, buddy.
Get a two-ton sub,
Get a
bluesy,
sub. Get a
bluesy.
sub.
I love bluesies. Bluesy.
Yes.
There you go.
And no puddies here?
Huh?
No puddies here?
Puddy, for sure there's puddies, man. Like,
Where
yeah,
is-
some. There's not
Well,
that
we
many.
haven't seen any. We only saw one.
What's the temperature there? It's a bit cold. It's not snowing, but is it?
It's like 15 Celsius right now.
Okay. Oh, that's not
15.
too bad.
Jesus, that's cold, man.
Yeah, but yo, I'm still wearing it, so
The cars all have heaters.
yeah, for sure. Anyways, I'll let you guys get back to the live stream. You know, you don't
Thank
want
you
to.
Tan,
so
thank you
much,
so
man.
much, brother.
Thank
You're a
you.
rock star, bro.
you.
You're a
Thank
rock
you so
star.
much.
Thank
Peace
you.
out. See you
Thank
guys.
you,
Look
Tim.
after yourself, Tan.
Bye.
Stay sexy, brother.
Yeah, that was
Beautiful
What a
cars.
great display. And we got the Rancher on. Hello, Rancher. What's going on?
Neil
Well,
before
actually-
Rancher. Neil before Rancher.
Okay. You know, oddly enough, that really took me by surprise. Yes.
What was that? What took you by surprise?
Actually, saw it turning the tables.
Ah,
him using the Superman 2 reference against me, just like Superman did against Zod in the Fortress of Solitude. Well played.
what did he do? Where he changed?
I'll be
where he
back
took his
in 1
powers
minute,
away?
guys. I'll be back. I'll just go in the toilet. I'll be back.
Sod has been on his game lately. Definitely.
Yeah, Sad's rocking it, man. Today, especially.
Yeah.
Mike, your information was all wrong, man. What's the problem?
I'm not always perfect, and the McLaren.
You were far from perfect.
Well, the McLaren that I saw a show on was a hybrid, and I mistook it for that model. They
You're off your game there. You're off your game, man. I don't know. That's not like you.
Yeah.
You're not feeling well today?
Supercars aren't really my specialty.
You're calling them all out. You can't say that. You're just naming them all.
There were
what they were.
thousands of people listening to you, and
I got most of the cars right. I got the Porsches right.
no. You said every car. You say you told us that it is a GT3 and it's a GT3 RS. Your information was all wrong.
Yeah, it was wrong.
They look exactly the same. The only difference is the sticker on the side that designates.
But there is a difference.
Oh, of course, there's a difference, but from the outside, you can't tell the difference. They're identical.
I thought you were a car encyclopedia. You know, I used to brag about you to my friends and family.
I did as well. You did as well.
Yeah.
So did I. Fuck.
I hope you don't watch this stream. You know,
your minds are blown. I'm pretty well versed on cars, but not so much on the exact.
Are you having low sugar today? What's the problem?
Intricacies of the supercars.
Have you had any dinner yet? Have you had any dinner?
No,
I actually have not. I've just started.
That's the problem. You had yours, Rancho? What'd you have?
No, actually, I have been on really short rations lately, so I'm
The
dieting.
rancher eats pea protein for dinner now.
You also called one car an all-wheel drive, whereas it was a rear-wheel drive. Remember?
Yeah, he made a mistake there too. Yes, you did. There you go.
They make that model. They make that model in an all-wheel drive.
Can I just say, there's no super chats for a very long time, and who could have been with this particular live stream, with this particular discussion, we can blame them, and Archie's not even here.
Well, the thing is, we can't get back onto the watch content because Archie's not here. Once he gets back, we'll just nail it.
Listen, you can all do what I am about to do.
I'll go to the toilet.
Okay. He's disappeared.
He's gone.
I think if you look,
does that mean I have to go?
That Ferrari is available in an all-wheel drive.
The monkey's being run.
We should all go to the toilet simultaneously.
Jumping off.
What have you done? What's going on, Mike? Everyone's dropping off.
Mike, what's up? Yeah, I cannot understand. Were you not able to see them clearly? What was the issue?
I was kind of taking.
Are you stressed? Do you have anything in the background going on?
No.
Then why? Your all answers were all wrong. Every answer that you provided was wrong.
No, the BRZ was actually accurate because I've owned one, and the Porsche, unless you can see the emblem on the side, it's really hard to tell the difference between a GT3 and a GT3 RS, so yeah, the Lamborghini, I don't really know the models very well.
So what car do you know then? You have said everything.
The GTR I knew very well.
Everybody knows it, GTR. A person who comes out of the mother's stomach knows what GTR is, so that's nothing special.
Well, I would argue that point. But yeah.
Mike, why? What was the issue? Why couldn't you? Because you're an impressive person, Mike. I thought you will give some great information regarding these cars.
I'm not a supercar.
Then why were you interrupting Tan so much? That you are not sure about things.
Well, I was asking him. I wasn't.
You were not asking him. You were telling him.
Well, the McLaren I thought was the hybrid version, but it wasn't.
Was it?
No, it wasn't. I was wrong. And so yeah, I made some incorrect guesses. Hey, I'm human.
Everybody is human. You're not talking to robots.
Okay.
Why were you interrupting him? Just tell me this. Why were you interrupting Tan and giving false information?
I apologize for doing that.
No, apology is not the solution. I mean, the reason I'm asking you this is, do you have sugar drop? Do you have some stresses
No,
in
I
background?
don't know.
You
You guys hear my sugar alarm before I do because I'm deaf. Let's check my sugar
you
right
should,
now.
you know, why don't you get yourself an ear aid so that you can hear your sugar levels
Yeah.
machine?
It's
You're all computerized. You should have an ECU of your own also.
Oh, what happened to our rancher? Where did our rancher go?
They're gone to bathroom, all of them.
Ah,
my doctor's
good.
talking about hip
Archie,
replacement right
Mike
now.
has a great knowledge about cars. I was very impressed by him. You know, he knew exactly what cars were there.
Oh, come on, son.
Here we go, guys. We've got a super chat Van Lux, $2.80. Thank God those two left. Super chat Poison. And we've got Thor Strikes Softly, €2. Compassion super chat for Mikey. Thank you so much there. I got to tell you, what car do you think would you like to have? I like the S Class. We didn't get to see the S Class. I like that S Class. What did you
I
think,
personally
Saad?
like the S Class also, but it's the least attractive car for the teenagers.
What I don't understand is why doesn't anyone have an event like that for luxury limos?
Limos are
or 3 Series BMWs. You know, like just nice.
no 3
suppose that-
Series M. Yeah, the M3 Series, or if you have a AC Schneider version of the M.
Schnauzer, the
Yeah.
Schnauzer version.
Then that's an exhibition piece, Archie. Or
They had
your
a
car is
Porsche
already very well
Panamera.
modified. Your car
had
is
a-
already well modded, Archie. If you lower it, which I will not recommend you, then it will be a show car because it has beautiful rims.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
no, this
Will
car's
Money,
perfect.
$5. Saad is a very industrious young man. Mike, just as a heads up, he is used to a large home-cooked breakfast at 4 a.m. on work days.
I hope you won't give me some airline meals. You know, I want proper food.
Oh man, I'm
Basically,
gonna
you like
cancel my order from the airline.
now you like the rotisserie chicken for breakfast,
Yeah.
rotisserie chicken and lamb,
Yes.
and also you also like freshly cooked breads. You can also put the breads on.
Right out of the oven.
Yes, right out of the
Croissant?
exact
Oh.
croissant.
I've got an
P.
air
Klein,
fryer.
$2. Mark G, you still smack on a peach given the chance.
I don't think so.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, we had some good fun there. What
Archie,
else
what
is
was
going?
your favorite? What was your favorite car in that lot? Pick two cars.
I got to tell you, I actually like the Alfa Romeo. You know that Alfa Romeo. That's a very light car. It follows the Lotus.
Yeah.
It's very light, but it has a small. I think it's only a 1.
Archie, it has no presence, Archie. It's not a stylish car. You know, you roam in it and you won't look like a serious person. You know, it's not serious person's
Did you
car.
know that car, the front bonnet or whatever you want to call it, doesn't open? The whole front of the car is sealed, and there's no luggage compartment or anything. It's just sealed. You cannot
What's
open
in
the
there?
front.
What's
Nothing.
in there?
Car.
What's the point of that?
That's just how they designed that particular model.
Oh, that's dumb, man.
I know.
Hmm.
I know.
They should seal the doors also then.
Yeah, huh? And make it like Dukes of Hazzard, so you have to go in through the windows.
Now I got to tell you what I really liked. I like that 3-wheeler. Those 3-wheelers, how fast can they go?
They are
They go
fast
pretty
cars, but
fast.
Archie, But the problem is there is no proper traction at the rear just because it has one tire. It's basically a motorcycle. It's a
Yes.
motorbike,
Yeah.
Yes.
and it's very dangerous.
They lean in the wrong direction, and plus, if you get hit sideswiped, there's nothing between that bumper and you. There's no airbags. If you get hit in the side, you're dead. Those things are if there's a death trap that's made, it's one of those things. I would.
How fast can they go? What's the
Probably
top
about
speed?
120, 130 miles an hour, maybe.
What's it called? I'll
something
just
like
do a
that.
Google on it. It's called a KTM three-wheeler.
No, sir. It is Polaris. Polaris.
Polaris.
Oh, it's a KTM
Yeah.
Polaris three-wheeler.
No,
Not KTM.
not KTM. KTM makes a track car that's very formidable. I forget what it's called.
Oh, it's a Polaris Slingshot. That's it.
Yeah,
Yes.
Slingshot.
Slingshot.
And they're not that horribly impressive.
Oh, they're only about $22,000. That's not bad.
And very expensive, Archie. It's a very 22,000 is too much for a ATV. You know, it's basically ATV.
What is the KTM called? KTM has a track car that is formidable. And it looks really, really KTM-ish with the jagged body lines and stuff. I'll look it up right now.
They first came out in 2014. Performance. It's powered by a 2-liter inline 4. 151 kilowatts.
How much horsepower is that?
Oh yeah, the KTM Expo.
About 100 power. No, 100. That's about 150 horsepower. Is like 200 horsepower. 150 kilowatts. 203 horsepower.
Yeah, they're weak. They're not.
Archie, I've sent you a photograph of my Polaris.
Archie, look up KTM
Oh,
Expo.
yours. Want me to say that? You don't. You said you were overweight. You look quite thin in this. How long ago was that photo taken?
10 billion years ago.
And that's your
I
Tundra?
cannot see it.
That's your Tundra?
Yes. Tundra and Polaris. If you see, I've towed a Polaris behind it.
Oh, okay. Archie,
Here we go. Just pulling it up now. Here we go. Just pulling it up, boys.
Expo?
Boys. AD never calling. Here we go. AD never calling, $10. Hi, Mike. Hope you're doing well. Please refrain from speaking or making noise when Saad, my dear Lord and God, is speaking. Nice one, Arch. Great vid. That's from AD never calling. Holy
Thank
shit,
you.
you look good there. You look really handsome there, Saad. Is that you?
Is that a date on my wrist? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. It is.
Well,
it
Saad.
is. And you got the 6-wheel Polaris at the back, not just
Yes, it's a 6-wheel.
Yeah. Very nice.
I like it. It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a weirdo, but it looks nice.
So whereabouts are you? You're in Pakistan. This is in Pakistan here in the countryside.
Yes.
Is it
Very
dangerous
nice.
here now or not?
Not necessarily, Archie. It's not that dangerous at all, to be honest. I have no problems. Touch wood.
But there's massive poverty out here now. Is that correct?
Yes, it is. That is the issue now.
I'm sure there's a good part of town and a bad part of town.
Yes. If you live in a capital, then you are very secure. It has cameras in every street, monitored by police all the time. It's a very strict country, to be honest with you. It may not sound like that, but it's a very strict country. You break a law and they break your neck.
I see.
Archie, here's the KTM Expo. You want to put me full screen?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Got you.
That's the KTM. Very formidable on the track. It also follows Lotus's theory in very ultralight, not so much power, but very worthy on the track.
I got to tell you, Side, that watch looks perfect on your wrist. Why do you want a 40 when that one looks so beautiful on your wrist?
I want the 40 with the green dial, Archie.
Oh,
But
like Mark's?
that looks perfect on you.
There is actually not much difference between a 36 and a 40 watch. To be very honest with you, they have designed in such a way that the 36 doesn't look too small, and the 40 doesn't look too big.
Yes. Yes.
If you measure the 36, it's actually 38 from lug to lug, from 4 to 9, 10, whatever it is, from 4 to 10 years.
Yeah. Got you. Got you.
Do you like the Polaris, Archie? It's a poverty pack Polaris, but do you like it?
How much are they? How much do they cost? They're like 20,000, aren't they?
15,000, but the problem is we have to have a lot of duties, and this Tundra was shipped from United States. This trailer was shipped from United States, and this Polaris is also from United States, and all of them came separately. So it was a huge transit cost on me. Huge. The problem,
How much
the
taxes,
mistake I
how much taxes did you get slammed with here on this?
I'm not sure, but it was huge because the Polaris I bought in 2011, and the Tundra I bought in 2016, I think. But the problem is, Archie, I never knew America was so big. I thought, it will be just easy to carry one, a trailer or anything from one state to another. There was a huge bill, for carriage. So I did some miscalculations, and these bumpers and stuff, everything, because in Pakistan you cannot get even a screw for Tundra. This is just for American market. So everything I had to order from United States. The only thing I bought from other country was the supercharger. That was from the United Arab Emirates.
You got a supercharger on it?
Yes, sir. It is a supercharged car.
Why do you need that? That's crazy.
More power.
More power. Yeah,
Holy
racing I believe they like racing the trucks up the sand dunes, right?
What sort of shoes are those? I like your shoes, Saad. What sort of shoes are you wearing there?
I don't remember exactly. I'm not sure.
They look nice on you. You look very cool there. Look at that.
I try to match my socks with the sweater. You call it jumper.
Yes.
I like wearing weirdo color socks, Archie.
Yep. That's beautiful. That's really nice countryside there in Pakistan.
Yes, you will be here with us.
Was this area flooded?
No. This is a safe area.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this vehicle, it's sellable in Pakistan, or how would you sell it if you wanted to sell it, or you just
slightly difficult to sell.
Yeah. How about the Polaris? Is that easy to sell?
I think we lost him.
Yeah. I got to tell you, those Polarises, that's a lot of fun, those vehicles.
I'll be riding one next weekend.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Could you sell the Polaris easily in Pakistan?
No, very difficult. It's people cannot spend so much money on just an ATV, Archie.
I see.
Too much. I think there are only 2-3 Polaris in the whole country.
Oh, wow.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, it's very expensive. Coming from United States in US dollars, the bill is in US dollars, the customs is in US dollars. It's terrible.
Oh, I see.
I've sent you photograph of the engine bay. I hope I don't bore you too much, Archie.
What's the engine? Are they reliable in those Polarises?
Is that the V-twin 1000cc?
This is 800cc FI, Mike.
Is it turbocharged?
No. It's just naturally aspirated.
Okay, it's still very cool.
It's not a fast car. It's just I kind of like the design, the 6 wheels. I wanted to lift it, but I ran out of money, so it's now standard.
Yeah, they make longer
Everything.
extended A arms to widen it, and
Yes, yes, yes.
yeah,
It becomes very.
raise it up.
Polaris are like the S classes of ATVs.
Yeah.
They are the glamour, brand. It's like a Rolex, or even better than Rolex.
What about Razor? Don't they make a decent one?
Uh, Razor, Polaris Razor.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yes, 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 yes. They are the faster versions. They are the more fun versions. The one I
Okay.
have is a little bit on the workhorse kind of a model.
I'm going hunting next weekend, and my brother has a side by side just like yours, not 6-wheel drive, but all wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, and that's what we go hunting with. And
Mike, the great thing about this Polaris is you can choose, it has a differential lock system, so you can choose between 2 wheels, 4 wheels, and 6-wheel drive.
yeah, very cool.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
our 4-wheel
Yes.
drive
So,
version has diff lock on it as well.
and,
Yes.
and what do you drive mostly? 6-wheel or 4-wheel or 2-wheel?
4-wheel. 4-wheel.
4-wheel.
Oh,
So
really?
Yeah.
which 4 wheels? That's which one's the
The
front
the
two?
last fours, the fours at the back.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, that's what you
Yeah.
do. Oh, wow.
Yeah, they are all powered. Yes.
Amazing.
Okay.
Have you had a lot of fun with it?
I don't have too much time for it, to be honest. I have 4 more ATVs, four,
Cool.
5 more. Yeah.
So
I'll
tell me
send
this:
you
how much
pictures.
tax? If it costs 15,000, how much tax do you need to pay? Like another 15,000 on top of it, or?
Something like that. Yeah, a little bit less than that, but it gets to around $25,000-30,000.
But if you export the vehicle, do you get your tax back? Never.
No, 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 it's done. Normally, what happens is because who have McLarens and complicated cars, and there are no proper tuners here, so they airlift the car to Dubai. It
Yep.
gets tuned there and then come back.
They don't pay tax again, but do they?
No, they don't. They just pay the freight and little bit, government charges, something like that. But those cars are rich man's car. It's easy for them.
Yes.
They don't have too much problems.
What made you like ATVs? How did you get into the ATV hobby?
When I was very small, my father, he loves a magazine called Guns and Ammo. It comes
Yeah.
from the United States. So there always used to be an advertisement for these ATVs. And I thought one day, I'm going to buy this. At that time, it had those motorcycle handles. Mike, what
Yeah.
I'm saying, those rods.
Yeah, they were called
There were no,
4-wheelers. Yeah.
yeah. So there was no proper steering wheel, no steering wheel. So I thought it will be very difficult.
They're still very
Yeah.
popular in America. They race them in America.
Yeah, Can-Am's produce them, Yamaha, and some other
Yeah,
companies.
all the companies make them.
Yeah,
Kawasaki, Yamaha, Suzuki.
Kawasaki, yes.
Um,
I'm 100% sure the Japanese must be 1,000 times more reliable, but Polaris is like a glamour. It's like a Patek Philippe of. If somebody, you tell them that you have a Polaris, and if he knows about ATVs, then he knows. You know about things.
well, Polaris is also very well known for making snowmobiles. They've been around for a very long time.
This is your engine bay in your Tundra?
Yes, Archie. So I bought a supercharger from Magnuson. And
It's a V8 or 6?
this is a V8.
V8. Petrol,
Yeah.
of course. Petrol.
It's
Yeah.
it's a petrol 5.7 liter.
This would be
And
chewing a lot of gas, Sard, wouldn't it?
oh yes, yes, and that is not because of the supercharger. To be honest, when you fit a supercharger in a standard car, it actually improves your mileage because the engine has less RPM for producing more power. It uses
Yeah.
less RPM for producing more power. The problem happens is when you floor it too much, and
Yeah.
secondly, my car is little bit rich on the fuel because I want the engine to be on the safe side. And the other blunders that I have done, Archie, is I have raised the car around 4 inches, accommodated 355 size tires. It's
Yeah.
very wide tires, and
Yeah.
also I've changed the front and rear gear ratios to 4.88. So
Oh
it
man.
is it's very fast. It accelerates very fast, but it is a fuel. It's a proper gas guzzler.
Yes, 488 gears is not going to give you very much
What
top speed, but it'll
what
make it very
mileage you
quick.
get at? Like what fuel economy are you getting there? I get about 100 kilometers per 8 liters per 100 kilometers. How many
I
liters?
calculate it in the different way. It is around. If I drive normally, then it is 4.5 kilometer per liter, and if I
What?
floor it, then it goes to around 2, something like that. Because it's a variable valve timing system, and all the 48 valves that open at the same time. It eats
Holy
petrol like anything.
shit!
Yeah,
It
and
eats
also
petrol.
it has a tuned exhaust system, long tube headers from JBA. It's a
Mhm.
titanium ceramic coated,
Hey, you know what you're
and
doing, Saad. I'm impressed.
Borla exhaust. It has
Do you have a,
catbacks also.
do you have an intercooler aftermarket? You have an intercooler on there too?
Yes, the intercooler cooler is on the front. You won't be able to see it here.
Yeah, underneath the
Yeah,
bump, underneath
Mm.
the
yeah,
bodywork there, or
yeah.
the
It is actually water to air intercooler.
oh, water to air. Okay, very cool.
Yeah,
Very cool.
water to air intercooler. And what
So
else is there?
it can be
But
located anywhere. Then
Someone's asking about the Edelbrook. What's the Edelbrook on the
Edelbrock,
radiator?
okay, I
Edelbrock.
I yeah, Edelbrock. I had I love pasting these stickers on cars, so I bought
Hmm.
a set of stickers from summitracing.com. It's a outstanding company from United
Uh-huh.
States. They
Yes.
sell everything from needles to aeroplanes when it comes to cars. So I bought a pack of decals from them and just placed there. However, the K&N filter is there. It is a oil bath filter. Mike must be knowing what oil bath is. And I've
Oh
also
yeah.
installed a Moriso fuel catch oil catch can. You can see right next to the radiator, Mike.
Yes.
On the left side there is an oil catch can.
That's
Yes.
your engine is direct injected, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
So the
yes.
oil catch can is absolutely necessary because
Especially on the
otherwise,
supercharged cars. Yeah.
yeah, because otherwise you will clog up your intake valves. So yes,
And
So tell me
very good
this:
move.
is supercharging better than turbo? What do you think is better?
Archie, for this application, this supercharger, even though it has Magnuson written on it, it was basically a TRD supercharger before. And it is made by TVS. Mike must know the company, TVS Root
Yeah.
style supercharger.
Yeah.
This is
Roots.
TVS 1900. So uh,
This
normally
is
for four-wheel drives you need a supercharger because you need more low-end torque. It's not a race car. It's just a fun,
yeah.
low-end power kind of a vehicle. So
Changing the
supercharger, yeah, when you start the car, it immediately starts making boost even at the idle.
yeah.
So more suited to these big vehicles.
Superchargers are belt driven, and so you have instant power whenever you need it, whenever you want it. Turbochargers require exhaust heat and pressure, and take a moment to spool up and build boost, and so they build their power hits differently, and they're both technically superchargers. They're just very different types, and a Roots belt-driven supercharger just gives you instant power always, whenever you want it. Now, turbos, you have to wait a second. Usually, it's called turbo lag, and
Yep.
the power is a little more unruly. When you hit the gas, you wait a second, and then when the power hits, it hits like a sledgehammer. Whereas a supercharger, if you give it quarter throttle, you'll get quarter throttle power. If you give a turbocharged car quarter throttle, it'll wait a while, and then it'll still hit really hard. You'll wait longer for it.
Hey, we got some. So yeah, got you. So
Very
guys,
very
let's
cool,
send the
Sud.
super chats now. Let's keep the conversation going. Superchargers, turbos.
The
Can you have a
problem is
Can you have
Yeah.
supercharge and turbo on the same
Yes,
car?
yes, you can. But these engines are not very strong. It's not 100% designed for forced induction. But continuing with Mike the Snake, the another problem with this Tundra is there is no bolt-on turbo kit available for it. So what you have to do
Oh
is the
yeah.
way the collectors are designed, Mike. The only place to fit the turbocharger is undercarriage, and you
Yeah.
know how much lag it produces when you have a turbo so far away from the exhaust.
Yes, exactly. No, I wouldn't want a turbocharger on a truck anyways, because the truck you want, just like you've done, you want the lower gear ratio so that you
Yeah,
have the extra. Putting the right gear ratio is almost equivalent to adding horsepower at times, because if you have a real tall gears, then the engine has to lug really hard because your gears are too tall. It's like taking off in third
Here
all the
we go.
time.
We got pork chop, $10.10. Arch, more angelic, please. Let's bring Angelic on. Let's see if he wants to come on. Does he want to come on?
Sure.
The
I'll
link.
jump off. I gotta go pretty quick.
no,
You can
where are
stay
you going,
on.
Mike?
I
Be with
gotta
us.
I gotta take care of my mother.
That's okay,
Just
man. That's okay.
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Yeah, no, I'll stick on for 10 minutes. No problem.
Yeah. We have good
Um,
discussion here, Mike.
yeah, no, I'm highly impressed,
So,
Saad.
So I've changed the injectors on this also. It's I think 550 cc each, and of
Okay.
course, when you have a supercharger, you have to do these small things.
Yeah,
The the car was tuned. It was flashed by Toyota Racing Development (TRD). The ECU was
uh-huh.
flashed, and
Yeah,
on top of that, I installed a Bully Dog tuning system, and it was
yes.
tuned live from America. It
Very
was
cool.
like on what is it called? It was connected to the computer, and they were fiddling with the. But I will dyno tune it when I have time.
When
Either
you get a
dyno tune
chance.
it or road tune. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm more
Then
into road tuning than dyno, to be honest.
So tell me
uh-huh.
this side, what do you do with the Tundra if it breaks down or you have problems?
I go to Dubai, I buy parts and come back.
Well, that's a good thing
Okay.
about
You have a
Toyota
mechanic.
too.
You
They
have a
don't break
mechanic.
down very often.
Archie, I
Yeah.
have a full-time mechanic. He works with me uh, 30 days a month. Since 10, 15 years, I have a permanent mechanic at my home. I have a workshop also full of tools. So
You
all
have
of
your
my
own
cars
business.
are
You could start your own business doing work for other people, couldn't you?
it the it is not a good business. It is not considered to be a good business here. I
Why is
just do
that?
it for myself. Yeah, it's not a I'm more into office work and stuff, Archie. I'm more into office, and it's a hassle. The problem is people here are very difficult sometimes. To satisfy them, it's very tough. It's very tough job, and I don't have the heart,
Um,
to take s- a lot of abuses and words. Business is not easy, Archie. Business is tough.
yeah. Have you had people who've asked you to do things, or you said no, I can't do that?
I have friends who have similar kind of vehicles, setups, and stuff. We do share some information with each
Hmm?
other, but most of us, Archie, I personally cannot do work myself from my own hands. I mean, mechanic stuff. So what I do is I download some literature, some manuals and stuff, and I translate that English to our own local language to that mechanic, and I make them understand. This supercharger, I install it in my home totally, completely,
Oh.
because I had a do-it-yourself kind of literature. It was provided with the supercharger. So I just
Hmm.
told the guy, do this, do that, and he was doing it. And this is how we normally do things here.
I see.
It
Fuck.
all started from hobby, Archie. I had a huge. I didn't have a normal hobby. I used to
Mhm.
transplant, change engines in my Land Cruisers a lot. I did many project vehicles, not at Mike's League. I never had a supercar in my life, but just Toyotas and ordinary vehicles. I love working on them. However, the only problem, Archie, is once you spend too much money on a car which is not worth it, you have wasted that money. I don't drive this standard too much. The last time I don't even remember it. A time comes you get bored of these things, Archie. You get bored. And
Yeah,
then
I
you
know it.
realize you have wasted money. Why did I do this?
Yes. Could you sell the Tundra easily in Pakistan or not really?
Not very easily, Archie. It's not in huge demand, but some guys they have money when extra money lying, they can buy it. But the problem is I have spent so much on this vehicle, even though it doesn't look like I have. But
Mhm.
even the front bumper costed me $2,000. The rear costed me $2,000. 4,000 for the bumpers. Then shipping from United States to Pakistan, that was huge trouble for me. The Von Wench was very expensive. Suspension, tires I bought from Dubai.
The
So
supercharger kit is probably $4,000 to $5,000 just in and
it
of
was
itself.
$9,000. Just the hardware was $9,000.
9,000. Yeah, they're not cheap.
Yeah.
So
Then
in
yeah,
in Dubai itself, how far away are you from Dubai?
3 hours.
I see on a plane.
Yeah, on a plane, it's 3 hours. Very,
Do you,
very.
do you, do you go to
Yeah.
Dubai much?
Not after COVID. I haven't gone to Dubai after COVID, but before COVID, I used to come and go almost all my life, almost. But I've studied from there also. I've stayed there.
Oh, you were studying there. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I love the place. It's very, very easy for me to be. It's very safe, Archie. I never had any stress when it came to um, wearing a watch or anything of that sort. So it was a very troublesome country. Very expensive though, Archie. It was terribly
Dubai.
expensive. It was so expensive. A time came where I was thinking, how will I manage it? I was really
Wow.
stressed there. Yeah.
So
So
expensive.
it is very expensive. It's
You got
very expensive.
relatives in Dubai?
I have friends, but I I'm not very social kind of a person. Even
Ye-
if I have a family member, I don't want to meet that person all the time. I'm an independent kind of person. I love
Yes.
being independent. Yes, I like living
Ah,
alone. I had my own apartment and stuff. I mean, on rent, of course. So I
yeah.
never want to be burden on somebody else apart from Mike because he's like a brother to me. Um,
Yes.
uh, 2 weeks. I am actually thinking to extend my stay because the way Mike loves me, Archie, it's beyond description.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes, absolutely.
Mike, I'll take care of you. I'll massage you. I'll scrub your head. I'll clean the house.
Tell me this side. What do you think I should do? I was thinking about getting out of the BMW. What do you think?
Archie, I checked that video,
Mm.
Jaguar versus BMW, and from your expression, I knew that you're just having some fun. And your decision was actually excellent. It's just that we had some unfortunate incident that happened last year. Otherwise, everything was going very well. But I'm
Mm.
telling you this again that you're doing perfectly well. You are actually now streaming twice a day and you're working twice hard as than before. So a time will come, maybe 4 months, 6 months, 8 months, that you will pay off this BMW and you'll forget it. You'll forget the payment and stuff. Now I'm sure you are under stress, but keep on working. And time will come, you will pay off everything. But this car is very beautiful. It suits you. It's very practical, and apart
Mm.
from jokes, it's a very reliable and high quality car. Once you are into German cars, you will never, this Japanese car will never satisfy you, Archie. Do you
Yeah,
agree, Mike?
Mm.
yeah, I agree completely.
The
Mm.
quality, Archie, the quality of the steering wheel, the buttons, the
The,
environment, the smell of the leather, the audio
the
system, the way the car
interior,
drives,
the interiors, the
everything,
the
it counts,
ride
Mike.
quality, the ride
Yeah.
quality, the
The,
quietness of the inside of the
the
car.
quietness, yes, the finish, fit and finish of the interior, the way the gaps are aligned between the panels, small details, the quality of the carpet. I You won't even think of liking Lexus. Lexus is nothing in front of BMW. It's zero. It's nil,
Yes.
nisht.
Nope.
Yeah,
Yep.
The
nothing.
funny thing is, in my country, sedans are losing favor. They're in the same in America, isn't it? There, Mike. Sedans are really on the outer now, aren't they? They're losing flavor.
You mean 4-doors?
Yeah.
Uh, I don't really see that. I see more 4-door BMWs than I do 2-door BMWs. They're more convenient, and BMW is kind of just like buying a Toyota around here. And like me, in my case, I'm a 2-door guy, and I'm a sports car guy. So I got my hot rod 335 IS. But I'd say most of the 335s and 535s are 4-doors. I don't think they make a 2-door 535. They make a 2-door 635 or 6 something, but not a 5. And yeah, the difference.
Well, the 35 now has become a 4.0 engine. That's now the 4.0.
They've changed their
They've
designations. Like my 135 is now called the 235. And the 335 is now called the 435.
It was very easy when decoding a BMW. You just saw a 750, you would say that it's a 5-liter car, 7 Series. Now I don't understand, Archie, after these so many varieties. Same with these Mercedes Benz. You cannot decode them. A 200, a C200 can be 1.8 liter. It can also be a 2 liter.
Yes. And something like a 400 is actually really a 3-liter 6 with turbo.
Yes, I had a S400 and it was 3.5 liter V6. So it's very weird now. It's very difficult to understand.
Yeah, Audi has some pretty crazy twin turbo V8.
Well, their numbering system is insane. They've got a number like 45 or 30. It's apparently it's an
A4, A5.
No. They've also got a number like 35 or 40. That's their new power. That tells you what engine it is. It's fucking impossible. Guys, we've got to get back to the super watch talk there because
yeah.
Tell me this.
Do that.
When you're doing work in your Tundra, what watch are you wearing? Your day date, Saad.
Day date is a robust watch, Archie. I have been to workshops, to very dirty places with this day date. I never had a single problem. And to be honest, you will say I'm lying, but I used to go to gym wearing a day date. I never had a problem there also. Never. I don't know why people think that it's soft as a cotton or something. It's very hard.
You get your staff to do the exercise. You don't actually do the exercise yourself, did you?
Yeah, I eat burgers there only at the gym. They do the exercise and I just look at them and I get tired when they do exercising.
Yes. Tell me this. I'm really looking forward to you to visit Saad there. You're thinking about staying a bit longer, 6 to 12 months?
At Mike's place?
Because Mike, you don't need to worry about money. Mike can take care of you. You've got accommodation taken care of.
I'm afraid when he sees my house, he may go screaming, running out of the house like after the first 5 minutes.
Mike, we are trained in such a way that we can adjust to any kind of environment.
Hey, we got a super chat, guys. I got to play the song for this. This is a amazing super chat. Do we do the cow? What should we do? What should we do? Let's do the baby cow. Baby cow.
Baby cow going mad in a field. You make me feel so goddamn real. Baby cow going mad in a field. Growing up to be somebody's meal. Baby cow, why don't you shake that ass? And I'll reward you with some blades of grass. Baby cow.
Very good. David, $31. Enjoy your watches, Archie. Thank you.
Thank you very much, David. Thank you.
I think that's Dave, the super collector, my good friend there, helping out.
Wow.
It's been a bit of a tough day on the super chats there, and it's very sometimes this is a tough business. It's a tough. What do you think of this? This as a business here.
This is a tough business, Archie. You have to work. You have to prepare for the stream. This is what I have noticed. Um, you know the people here as an audience, they're very important people. I've been talking to some of them, and they just have nicknames here. But in real life, some of them
Mm.
are very high ranking people. Some of them are from very important industries, and most of them are very successful here. So every single person here is very important in the audience, and they come here to gain something, knowledge, information, um, some entertainment, which we have to provide them the highest quality of entertainment possible. And this is what I told Marcelo, Archie. The most important people you have are the people in the chats. You have to be
Mm.
very, very uh, polite, nice to them. Even if they say some things that doesn't suit you well, not a problem. Every
Yes.
person here is actually your customer. These guys in the chat, I've seen people who has asked a question from you, Archie, even not supercharging, just a normal comment. And after
Yeah.
you have answered that, they have then sent you a supercharge and just a token of thanks. So
Yes.
you never know who is who here, so you have to be very nice with everybody. This is what I told Marcelo. He did the opposite, and the audience went from him. That channel went busted. Simply.
Yes. Yes. That's a fair point. Um. Tell me this: what should we do if we get to tough times? What do we do then? What do I do if it gets
Continuously
tough?
do no, don't just stop working. Just keep on doing it. Continue with it. This is just a phase. The whole world is in recession, uh, but Bitcoin has recovered. A time will come, watches will recover also, and you will have a huge generation of revenue again.
We got another one from Jimmy, $2.20. Great show. Thanks, Sard.
Thank
Yeah,
Yes,
you to my
Sard.
Sard.
favorite Jimmy.
Sard is great
Sard's,
Jimmy is a
there.
great guy.
Sard is
Jimmy
the
is great.
star of today.
I am not a star. I'm just a humble servant of Archie. I've always said
Yeah.
this.
Oh, as we all
Yeah.
are.
I
I'm
respect
hoping to get
Archie.
Bear back soon. We need to get Bear back.
Yes, he's a very, very important member, Archie. He's the backbone. The way he manages this channel, nobody can do that. And he is a good friend. I am not a friend of you. I am a student. So there is a difference between me and Bear. He can say some things to you which you can take. I have to respect you in a different way. You are an elder also. So he manages your channel much better than other or anybody else can do. He comes with nice watch content. He gives us entertainment. He's outstanding in delivering things.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, that's a
But I
fair
hope
point.
he's doing well. I have no information where he is, but I wish him the best.
Yes.
He must
Yes.
be busy, or. Yeah.
Yes.
And we have, Mike is also very loyal to you. We should appreciate him always. He
Yeah, Mike
always
is
has.
very loyal
Yeah.
to me. He's stayed around for so long.
Yeah.
That's what we need there, and he's been a very good support there, and lovely guy.
Thank you, Archie.
Yeah, no, it's
It's my honor to be on your show, honestly.
yeah, no, it is cool to have you here. I must say that it's very cool, and the thing is there, you can only try your best. That's all you can do in
Archie,
life is
what
try.
what about your relationship with the local ADs here in Australia? Do they know you, or do you have good terms?
No, look, I don't. I don't. I don't. I really don't push for anything with AD. I look, I go in occasionally, have a look around, but I don't actually. I'm not keen to buy anything. Okay.
By the way, let's check the David SW website. Let's check out the new inventory, Archie.
Yes, that's a great idea. Great idea. We've got a super chat here. Look at this super chat. Patel Philippe, $140. When times are hard, always
Holy moly.
remember Paddock and Pussy Fikers. Look at that.
This
We're going to
this
play.
this Stan is unbelievable, Archie. This guy is
Yeah.
unbelievable.
He's very,
Please-
very big supporter.
Please relay that I apologize for interrupting him.
No,
I
we're just joking.
didn't do
No,
so.
he's a great.
Na 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 na. Baby super chat, baby super chat. Na 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 na. Baby super chat, baby super chat.
Bring in some super chats. Let's get this thing happening. Super chat, baby. Super chat. Let's get this on, baby.
There we go. Thank you so much from the Zeal. That's the Zeal with the mostest. That's the Tan Zeal. He's been a fantastic. It's
Supporter.
Let's have a look here. Tan, when times are tough, when times are hard, always remember Paddock and Pussy Fikers.
There you go. That'll get you everywhere.
Exactly
Let's check
right.
David SW, Archie. David SW.
Sorry, apologies, Tan. I got to tell you, David SW has been a very good sponsor of mine for a long time, and I do appreciate it. Let's have a look at his new arrivals. Thank you for steering me in the right direction here. Here we go. This is the new arrivals. Look at this here. Let's even do this full screen so we can get maximum. Let's have a look. Oh, look at that two-tone.
IWC.
What do you think of that? I actually own something very similar to that. That two-tone AP, 24,000. Holy shit. They are expensive now.
Is this a 37, 36?
36. Nice AP. Look at these APs here. Nice Lang A1. Look at that. That's just beautiful. 32,000.
Let's go through every watch slowly, yeah. So
yeah, look at these. These are so this is new arrivals. Just having, is this APs?
Ooh, so many APs, Archie.
Oh, he's got a tourbillon there down there at the bottom.
He's got a couple of interesting things here. What would you go for? See, I really like the 15,500. See, the same, not much more in price for the gold on the leather. What would you
but I will go for the bracelet, Archie. Bracelet is important.
Yeah, bracelet is in. I really like these divers. AP khaki green diver. But is it worth quite a bit more than the standard black one? I love this. Look at this here. This is 78,000. The blue and the rose gold. Beautiful. Let's have a look here. The cufflinks. I would buy the cufflinks if I had the AP. Would you get the cufflinks, Saad?
Yes, sir. If I had the same blue dial on my, I would have definitely done that. This is what I love about Patek Philippe. Also, they provide you nice cufflinks.
Yes, they do. Let's have a look what else is. They got some blank panes in. Blank panes. Look at this. See, this is quite affordable. He's got some bargain Breitlings. Look at this. $3,000. Super Ocean 2. That's not bad. A Navi timer, $4,000. Look at this. 4,000. That's not expensive, is it really? What do you think of that, Saad?
But once you want to sell it, then what happens?
Okay.
How much do you lose?
And unfortunately, this is the Navi timer that's not a chronograph. It's only... How can they call that a Navi timer? I don't understand this.
Does that have a diamond bezel?
No.
It looks like it does.
Let's have a look here. Let's have a look.
Too many
He's got some
Vikings.
more Navi timers. He's got more Navi time. I like this green. Look at that green. That's beautiful. It's got some chronomats. Let's have a look. What else has come in here? Oh, that's the one that Clive loved. That's the Type 20 aviation. That's the 765. 6,500. That's nice. That's a nice. I think that's actually really beautiful. That. What do you think of that, Saad?
If you say
Absolutely
so.
beautiful.
I like it.
But I like the Brigade more, Archie. I liked your Brigade. That was beautiful.
That was stolen, Saad, unfortunately. Yes.
I'm sorry to remind you that.
That's okay. Actually, I was just thinking about that yesterday. That Brigade was very cute.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. I quite like, this is his Transocean. Look, 6,500 is not expensive. That's the mesh. I like the way they do the globe on that. That's quite nice.
Huh.
That's quite lovely, that.
Yes.
Beautiful watch.
What are the those cities or countries around the perimeter of the dial?
Yes, this is the world time, yeah.
It's a world
Yep.
time thing. Oh, okay. It is world time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's a chronograph, which is quite special. It's quite
And
$6,500.
Archie,
It's
don't you
beautiful.
think this is very good value for money? It has chronograph, it has date, it has world time.
Yes.
If Patek makes something like that with same complications, it will be called a grand complication.
Well,
how much
no,
expensive
it's
that?
still a complicated. Actually, they do sell that now. It's about $100,000.
Oh, how do you justify $100,000 versus
Well-
a $6,000 same application?
Well, no, but the problem is, problem is this here is Breitling. It's steel. It's not precious metal. The Patek is precious metal. Different ends of the market, I suppose, in the luxury watch.
This is called the power of branding, Mike.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Branding, yeah. Well, it's a bit more than brand. It's the quality too. Like comparing a Camry to a Bentley A to B.
Yeah.
Don't they? You know what
Archie,
I mean?
will you ever buy this
I love the
Serpenti for
Bulgari
your
snake
wife?
watch. It's too expensive. $30,000. These are unsellable. These Carl Boucher, that you buy those from Boucherat if you want to get hot stuff. You know, the hard to get watches. They've got some Cartiers coming in. Look at that. Cartiers, they're quite beautiful.
Yeah. Very nice.
Archie, do you recommend a Cartier? Is it a good watch?
The problem is, I think with Cartier, it's very trendy and then it goes out of fashion. You know what I mean? It's Rolex is timeless. I think that's the big thing with Rolex. It is so timeless. That's always the danger. The danger with these things here. He's got some Chanel. That's the eagle. Remember, that's the one Bear likes. The eagle, the Chopard eagle.
Alpine Eagle, yes.
Alpine eagle. That's right. He's got some glass hoot. Let's have a look here. There's a Grand Seiko Spring Drive Blizzard. The Blizzard. What do you think? That's not really my cup of tea. This diver, I tell you what, this is good bang per buck. This is a Spring Drive. What do you think of that? $5,500 for a good diver.
Yeah, solid deal.
Archie, would you buy this or a Tudor versus Omega?
I'd probably go for the Black Bay, the Tudor. Tuna.
Archie, what about this Grand Seiko with ice blue dial?
Oh, very sexy. Yes, very, very sexy. Watch that. Look at that.
Ooh, yeah.
That's actually nice. Look at the case, nice strap. It really quite beautiful.
Kung Fu polishing.
Have they copied everything from the Calatrava? You see the hands, you see the way the case is designed.
I think they've done it themselves. I don't think it's a copy.
Okay.
But it's elegant, isn't it? It's a very elegant watch. Yeah. This it's beautiful.
Basically, all watches that are of this style kind of look like a Calatrava, basically.
Yeah, you're right.
It's kind of like all divers that have a black bezel kind of look like a submariner, you know? It's kind of falls into that category.
I got to
Oh,
tell you, this here,
yeah.
these here automatic, these are some nice Grand Seiko. That's very popular. The quartz. Oh, he's got some Groomfield. Look at this. Some Groomfields come in. Look at this. He's got a Groomfield. We were talking about this, $50,000. What do you think, Saad?
As you say that you are not into these independent small, so I copy you, to be honest, and I'm not into this also.
Wow, I find it beautiful, but I think if I had 50, I would be buying something different.
You'd be buying Rolex or Patek, wouldn't you? Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
or Vacheron.
Yeah.
Harry Winston. This is another brand I never really liked. Harry Winston. It's a big American brand.
Yeah.
Hublots. Got some Hublots there. Look at some Hublots.
Big Bang there.
He's got quite a few Hublots. Let's have a look what else he's got. Some IWCs. See, this is the big pilot's watch. That's not terrible. Look at that. Nice big pilot.
Big old onion crown.
That's not bad buying. Look at this. Just over $7,000. That's a nice one and done, isn't it, Saad? What do you think?
How is IWC doing as a company, Archie?
Look, I think you never really know with these brands. It's a very tricky thing to work out how they don't really. IWC is part of Richmond.
So it's related to Panerai.
I kind of like some of the IWCs. I really do like. I do like IWC.
But you will not buy one, right?
Well, you got to be very careful. I had an IWC. Look at this JLC Master. Look at this
Control. Yeah.
Look at this Master Control in rose gold. Just under 10,000. That's amazing bang per buck.
I
don't think it's as cool. I don't think it's as cool as the Patek 5196, but it's sort of.
How much is 5196 for, Archie? Yellow gold.
They're about 15,000 US.
Oh, 15?
Okay, so I'll just save 5,000 more and buy the Patek.
But it is lovely. It's good.
Yeah,
he's got
I agree. Very,
you have a GLCs, Archie, the reversos.
Yeah, some Polaris here. Actually, I had this one. Look at this. This is the Polaris chronograph. I actually, that was a fucking amazing. It's a 2 register, meaning 2 eyes. I really thought that was a beautiful watch. Really, that blue is just stunning. Just.
I love the bracelet.
Yeah,
it's
the
very
bracelet
nice.
looks high quality, Archie.
Very nicely finished bracelet. It's beautiful, that. Let's have a look and see what he's got. Oh, that's a moon watch. Look at that moon watch.
Speedy, yeah.
Let's have a look at what he's got in Rolex, because that's what we all love, isn't it? Rolex is the brand, isn't it? Rolex. Let's have a look. What's come in new? See, he's got a few no dates. The no dates are very popular. That's the older Air King. It's older, the 34 mil.
Yeah, these were 34. Not good, Archie.
I like these Thunderbirds. You know, these turnographs. Did you like the turnograph? Look at this.
I like the one in with the two-tone. If you remember, they did it in two-tone also.
Yes,
but it never increased in value. I thought the roulette wheel and these.
Yeah,
it will be a unique, but nothing there.
And also, they did it in 36. They never did it in the 41.
Yes, it was only. And the thing that I get scared for this is, what happens if you damage the bezel? It will be difficult to find one.
I don't think you're going to damage the bezel. You could say that for any watch, really. The nice. I miss. You know what I miss? I really miss my blue Milgauss. That was just a beautiful watch.
Actually, what's the future of this discontinued Milgauss? Will it increase What do you think about it?
They had a lot of them out there. I think it'll go up a bit. Anything discontinued, obviously, is going to go up a bit, get a bit of a bump. But long-term boost, what's a wait and see? You know what I mean? Oh,
Yeah,
he's got
how
a
much is that?
Maserati. They got a Maserati here. Look at this.
Oh yes, yeah.
It's $22,500. What do you think? That is beautiful. That's a beautiful watch. That fuck. What the funny thing is, I look at these photos here. When I
Yes.
have my own watch on, I'm never fucking happy. When I see one for sale, I think, fuck, that's so beautiful. What the hell is wrong with me? What's
Once
wrong
you
with
buy
me?
something, you don't get excited anymore, Archie. Once you
Mm.
do you have the Maserati still?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
What do you think? I should keep it or get rid of it? What do you think? It's beautiful.
It's beautiful, Archie. If you have the money, keep it.
Yeah, I think this is one of the few that are really gonna
You know,
appreciate over
yeah,
time.
Mike, the thing is, I always loved the two-tone Daytonas, even when people hated it. And I knew that it will appreciate in price when they were in, 8,000, 9,000. Remember, Archie, nobody wanted this two-tone.
Yes. Yes, that's correct. That wasn't so long ago,
Yeah, it's a
Wasn't
lost
it
opportunity.
just during the COVID time? Weren't they hitting up around 80,000 at one point?
No, no, not this. No, those were the all gold versions, Mike, with the white, with the blue or either green dial, John Mayer.
Oh, okay. I just remember there was the threat or the rumor of them discontinuing the Daytona, and everybody freaked out, and their prices went through the moon.
They were never Mike, they never said they were going to discontinue the Daytona.
Oh,
Who
okay.
said that? When was that? I never heard that. Did you ever hear that, Saad?
No, it's their bread and butter, most successful model.
Yeah,
Why will
one
they?
of their most.
Well,
They would
this
never.
was like 2-3 years ago. I remember TPG got
Here,
caught
there are
like
very
with a
false.
bunch of them
The
because he
problem
thought
with
that they were
internet
being.
is too many
Many
false information,
falsehoods.
Mike.
Yeah, okay. That's
Mm.
probably the case.
I
Look
gotta
at
tell
that
you,
ugly
I
DVD.
like the Bumblebee. Look at the Bumblebee. Isn't that a gorgeous two-tone sub? Look at that.
Yes, but the blue is much more superior, Archie. Much, much, much more superior.
The funny thing is, when you wear the black one, it actually is so. The blue one's a bit garish. It's a little bit too much attention. You know what I mean?
Yes, but Archie, you have a flamboyant lifestyle. It suits you. You have a Louis Vuitton stuff, and you're not an ordinary person.
No, that's all that's gone now, Saad. I don't have that anymore.
But the image is still there, Archie. Nobody can take your image from people's brain.
Yeah, but that's
What about
kinda...
this failed model, Archie? The two-tone Explorer 2, Explorer 1. Sorry.
Yeah, I think the problem is, Saad, they were 36 mil. That's the big... I don't
Yeah.
think the two-tone is the problem. They didn't make the two-tone in the 40 they brought back, did they?
No, yeah, only 36.
And I like it. I like it. What do you think? Do you like it as a two-tone?
It's too small. I have tried it. It wears like a 34 millimeter watch.
Yeah.
It's because Archie it has severely tapered lugs. The lugs are too thin, and it wears very, very small.
Yes. Yes, I know what you mean. It's
I don't know
very
why they
true.
did this. It doesn't look right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be a lady's watch. Do you like these colored dials? These have gone up a bit when they've been discontinued.
Archie, I really wanted them, all of them, but I couldn't buy them from the AD. And I still think if I get a green dial at good price, I'll buy it. Because I am 100% sure anything green
What's
from
the
Rolex.
ADs like in Pakistan? What's the ADs like in Pakistan?
Archie, standard like anywhere else in the world, they have similar. Everything is same. The business model is the same. You have to be a VIP client in order to get a watch. Same stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you bought much from the AD yourself?
From Pakistan AD, never.
Never.
Yeah. It's too expensive because of the taxes. The cheapest is in Dubai. You know, we can claim VAT there. You can claim VAT.
Yes.
Okay.
And the VAT's only 5% in Dubai, isn't it?
Yeah, but the base price is also. You know what, Archie? They give you discount. The discount is not technically a discount. What they do is they give you an inflated price first, and they say, okay, I'll give you 10% discount just to make you feel that you are having a great deal. You know.
I tell you what I really like is this. What do you think of this Saad? Date just 41 with the mint dial. What do you think of
Archie,
that?
this mint dial, people thought that this will become a most expensive date just, but that thing failed miserably. This watch went down really bad in the market. Rolex tried their best to make this a hype watch, Archie. I remember this very well. Now it is a nothing watch, but they have used this same color on their new Sky Dweller,
Yeah.
mint green. But I don't like the color,
No,
Mike and Archie. I really don't like the color.
I don't like the mint as much either.
Yeah, it looks grayish green, not proper green.
This is not the mint here. The dark one. This I like. Is this the mint?
Yeah, this I like also.
These are all
This is
watch. It's all
yeah.
the same watch, different lighting.
Yeah, but the problem is in real life it looks like gray. You know, not that green. Yeah.
It's these Wimbledons. Are you a Wimbledon fan, Saad?
I love Wimbledon tile. Archie, if somebody really wants to have one and done dress plus sports watch, I would say this is the best.
Wimbledon two-tone?
Two-tone is also extremely beautiful. Archie, in every configuration, this is beautiful. I love it. I love
rose gold or yellow. See, the Wimbledon, they have rose or yellow. What would you prefer?
I prefer the yellow gold. I always love the yellow gold. But rose is also okay. Yeah. But I don't like the oyster bracelet. It gets scratched really easily. Not very practical.
Yeah.
Okay. You like the Jubilee?
What else do you have?
Let's have a look here.
Yes. That's the classic Rolex. Okay.
These
no, I don't know why these are so expensive.
Yeah, that's a very desirable color. You know, that the blue was always very, very popular. I quite like I think as a date just as a one and done, a blue dial is gorgeous. I don't know if the diamonds. I don't know if I like the diamonds on it or not. What do you think? I think the stick markers is probably better.
Yes, stick markers is much better, but it's very difficult to get the stick markers. Diamond one is easier.
Yeah.
They want to make money, Archie, by selling these tiny diamonds.
The funny thing is, the silver dial is also quite popular. Look at the pricing. Same price for a blue dial stick, or actually, that's blue dial on oyster. They like the Jubilee. People like the Jubilee bracelet.
Jubilee is more expensive.
Yes. Yeah. It's what else has he got here? We've got a nice bluesy. That's a nice 41 bluesy. That's beautiful. That is a beautiful watch. The servants, the Starbucks. You're a Starbucks fan, aren't you?
I am a two-tone Submariner bluesy guy. I don't like steel. Yeah.
I see.
Oh, look at this all gold version. I love this, Archie. The 126618. It's amazing.
Yeah.
This reminds me of you, Archie. This is your watch.
Yeah. It is
you
beautiful.
created so much hype, by wearing this watch.
Yes.
And even you remember that guy who, Rafael, right? He in one of the interviews said that he bought the bluesy just because of you.
He says a lot of things.
No, but this is a huge thing.
He didn't give it to me, did he? He didn't give it to me.
But at least he was appreciating your. It's a great thing for us.
Who knows? These, I must admit, the Pepsis are beautiful. Pepsis, if you ask me what's one of the most beautiful steel watches, Pepsi.
But I'm a little old school. I love the Pepsi on Jubilee, Archie, not on oyster. I know you like oyster more. Root beer is beautiful, Archie. Root beer is
Yeah,
excellent.
the root beers are gorgeous. The problem
Yeah.
is they're very hot watch in Australia. They're really hard to get. You know, they're very, very tough, very tough watch to get there. And unfortunately, the root beers themselves there, you can see why our good friend Anthony Napoli wanted one, because they're sexy watches. They're very sexy.
I had my heart
Very
set
cool.
on one for a while, but when I realized it
Yeah,
was
it's
an
just
impossibility,
expensive.
I
Well, you could sell your stuff off and get one, but do you really want to do that? You know what I
I
mean?
already did that to get my other 2 Rolexes, and paid dearly and paid high, and I just didn't want to do that for the root beer.
Oh,
I
the
wanted
Undertaker wants the link. I totally skipped the chats.
Oh, Undertaker.
to take a link.
I love the Undertaker. He has a beautiful blue sea, but the proper blue sea, Archie, the all gold.
He
Nice.
does. He
Pre-ceramic.
does. He's very cool guy, the Undertaker. We love him. And see if he's coming on soon. Yeah, it's been an interesting day today. I hope you've had a lot of fun today, guys. What did you think?
Most definitely.
It's always an honor to be on your panels, Archie.
Saad, we love having you here. You're a great guest, and I appreciate it. It's much appreciated there. And I'll be back streaming again in 8.5 hours time. And I'll be back tomorrow, of course. We're here every day, guys. We're here every day. Saad, I want to thank you for coming on. Mike the Snake, I want to thank you.
Archie.
ABC, even the rancher and the dog trainer, we had them all on.
Thank you, Archie.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you so much, guys. And we will be back. Oh, the Undertaker. Well, let's have a chat to Undertaker. Hello. Where are you
G'day,
going,
Archie. How you
Undertaker? Not too bad.
Hello.
What's happening?
Just swapping out my watches. So
Oh, they're open on a Saturday?
Yeah.
I like these Melbourne, these laneways here. Aren't they beautiful? Oh, it's cold
Very
in
clean.
Melbourne.
Very clean, Archie.
It's
a beautiful country.
It's expensive, unfortunately.
Oh, this is now a proper watch, Archie. Look at this. Look at this.
So do you come and have breakfast when you swap it out like that? Would you go and have breakfast now, Undertaker?
No, I'll probably have some lunch a little bit later.
Timely behavior, $3. Quick shout out to Archie and the panel. Good show. Thank you, Timely. We love you, Timely. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Timely. You were missed today.
I hope he's doing well.
He's
a good guy.
Yeah, he's a great
Sorry,
guy.
Arch, I can't hear you too well.
No, that's okay,
my
man.
fault.
That's
It's
okay.
very
Thank you.
loud here.
No, that's okay, man. We're loving the footage. We're just watching the footage here. We're just wrapping the show up. But thank you so much.
I'm going to take you into a cafe.
Sure.
Which I love, and I'm going to show you the streets. And next time you come
thank
down,
Yeah.
Next time you come down, we'll go here, and we'll have a great time. Okay.
Thank you. Oh, look at this. Wowzers, look at these cakes.
These are called red velvet, I think. Red velvet.
Oh, yeah.
I can eat all of them, Archie.
Yeah, yes, I can imagine. Wow, look at that.
Oh, the signals are bad.
Oh, it's okay. Wow, look at those cakes. I think you could put the weight on just watching this video. How many calories do you pick up?
I just made 2 kgs. I just gained 2 kgs. Just look here.
Exactly. They look amazing, these cakes.
My sugar just went up looking at it.
And you got some savory
Wow,
as well.
Well, that's fantastic.
Hey, Archie and Saad, I've got to go.
No worries. Thank you so much.
I've got to go.
Thank you so much, Mike.
Hey,
Take
thank
care
you,
of
son.
your mother and
It was
yourself.
fun.
Take care,
We'll
brother.
do it again tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Definitely. Definitely.
Okay.
Oh, they got many yummy things.
Yes.
Where's this? Where's this? This
Have
is.
a good day.
You too, bro.
This looks amazing, Undertaker.
Are they making pizzas here?
I'm not sure.
So beautifully set.
Laid
You know,
out.
everything is so perfectly.
Mm. Oh,
Anthony
Tudor.
P has just corrected. Oh, okay. Tudor.
Oh, look at this. Wow, look at these here. Tudors. Nice display. This is in Collins Street. I know exactly where he is. This is. That's the Tudor Royals. That's the one that Mark Goldberg's got one of those.
Yeah. Then you got Watches of Switzerland here.
Got you. Wow.
They're not very busy, Archie. They're not
No.
very busy. Have to be.
Greetlings. Wow, look at that. Oh, I love Melbourne. That's the tram bell. Tram bell.
See,
Cartier.
Cartier. I think the white one's the best one, Arch.
Yeah, you might be right there. Classic. Just classic.
It's classic. Yeah, it's just a classic.
Yeah.
Because Mark was talking about the blue, the green, and blah, 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 blah. I think if you're going to go Cartier Santos or any Cartier, just stick to the classics and enjoy.
You're right.
So
Well,
for the
Melbourne's.
trams,
It's a good time of year in Melbourne, isn't it? It's
yeah, it's beautiful.
yeah.
Beautiful. It's nice weather for walking around and not too hot, not too cold. Go to Hourglass now. Show you Hourglass.
Sure. This the Hourglass is in the old Kodak building. Wow, look at this. Beautiful. Hublots. Got some Rolex. I like that Rolex. Look at Rolex. Beautiful.
Got the Wimbledon.
Yep.
They
That's like my
just 36.
wife's one there. Oyster. Is that an Oyster Perpetual, I think? Is that an Oyster? Yeah, Oyster Perpetual. Beautiful.
No, that's yes, it is a blue oyster perpetual. Correct.
Yep. Yep.
There's a 30 Datejust.
Yep. Beautiful.
Champagne dial.
Yep. Patek, look at this. AP. Beautiful stores there are. Look at that. That looks gorgeous on you, Undertaker. What do you think? Didn't you love it or not?
I do actually love it, Arch. And not because of not because of hype or anything, just that I just love it. I just love the colours, I just love the way everything about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry. Here you go, brother. No worries. Leica? You like Leica?
Yeah, I like his beautiful camera stuff. Expensive. Amazing. Yeah. Melbourne. I always love Melbourne. Melbourne's one of the this Collins Street is just it's got a nice feel to it. Really nice feel to Collins Street.
I tell you what, a lot of these watch ADs are a lot slower now. Things have slowed down a bit.
Have they really?
Yeah. Just saying that though, you walk into Rolex and say, "Hey, can I have a sports bottle?" They'll tell you to fuck off.
Yeah. 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 Interesting that shop's closed there. You're just walking past a little cafe that's closed. That's gone broke. That's closed. So retail environment is hard. You had Brumont closed down too, didn't they? They were in the shopping
No,
centre.
they're still here. They're going to
still
change
here?
their... Look, I'll show you without.
Mm-hmm.
That's them there. I'll
Okay,
do
so
a
why are
quick
they
walk by.
why are they changing? I don't understand.
I don't know. Probably because of it could be because of
Oh, you got your hand in front of the camera, sorry.
sorry. Could be because of rent.
Yeah.
Or they get better exposure where they're going now. They might get better exposure. That's probably
They
what
got a
they're
nice
thinking.
store. I've actually been into that store. It's actually a really nice store.
Yeah, it is a really nice store, and they've got a lot of aviation memorabilia, of course.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they were nice to me when I went in there. They gave me a catalogue and they discussed it. And, but
Yeah,
I just
you'd never
wouldn't buy
buy
a
one. You'd
Bremont.
never buy one. You'd never buy one. But
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't buy a Bremont.
I mean, you've probably got enough watches as it is. What do you think?
I've got plenty. I'm content. Like I'm
How
very
many in
content.
total have you got now?
Sorry?
You put some into the gold sub there. How many have you got now?
Yeah, so I've got I think I've got 6 watches. So I've got the Tudor. I've got the
Yep.
Tudor.
Tudor
I've got
Burgundy.
Correct. I've got the Speedy.
Yep.
Then I've got my Cartier Santos, the white one.
Yep.
Then I've got my Datejust 41.
That's steel or two-tone?
A steel, smooth
Steel.
bezel with
Yep.
baton markers.
Yep.
And then I've got my Air King.
Air
Air
King,
King 40, but the earlier one,
Yep.
which I think
And then
is
you got
a
the
bit
gold
more
sub.
funkier. And I've got the gold sub, correct.
What fucking more do you want than that? That's amazing collection to have.
I feel very lucky. I feel very blessed. I'm quite content. I'm quite happy.
Yeah. Melbourne's beautiful. This is the Block Arcade. It's beautiful. That is beautiful.
Is this where your friend has that shop, Archie? The watch shop?
No, that's in Sydney. This is Melbourne.
Okay.
I've got some other friends here. It's absolutely
A lot of people have high tea.
beautiful. Yeah, that's beautiful. That is really beautiful.
And you get a lot of pre-owned jewelry vendors here as well.
Yeah.
Archie, I like the flooring on this. It's so beautiful. See the tiles?
Yes.
Sorry, the chips.
It is very beautiful. It's beautiful, like a mosaic, isn't it?
Beautiful, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the skylight.
This is a beautiful building that I really like. The Block. This is the Block Arcade, isn't it? It's the Block Arcade. They used to have some vintage watch dealer, but he moved out. It was a bit expensive, I think, the rent here. But it's a beautiful building. And there's a store right at the end here who's selling aviation things. I remember I saw some of their little planes they had. They're so fucking gorgeous, but...
Want some chocolate, Arch?
Oh, Hagues, look at that. Beautiful chocolate.
Hagues is nice chocolate.
Oh, that's amazing, Undertaker.
Well, the next time you come, we'll indulge.
Archie, is this like
Yeah.
Harrods of Australia? Something like that?
Well, Harrods is like one big brand, but this is like independent shops. We had coffee there. Patel, Philippe,
Yeah, we had-
$55. Archie, you should do live streams on scene like Undertaker and I. And no, not walking around Mount Glorious, but Archie in the wild. That's a good point, Patel.
Okay.
We'll have to do that.
Tan's,
That's
Tan's a good bloke. Tan's a lovely bloke.
It's absolutely gorgeous here. Ooh, nice stuff. Look at that.
Cafes everywhere.
Yeah, Melbourne has some fantastic cafes. And that's the shop just out the front here that sells. Well, the last time I was here, they were oh, they've moved out. There we
They're
go.
gone.
Obviously,
They're gone.
you know that
They
shop.
actually had, the last time I was here, they actually had quite a big discount on all their stuff. So I know why now.
They might
So
have been.
probably,
Yeah, that was sad.
Yeah.
That's what were they called? Vintage.
was
What was
in
it
there.
called? What was it called? What was the sign say? What was the name of it? Vintage. What was it called?
It's on the window, Undertaker.
It's on the window. What's it called? Back mash vintage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was in Melbourne. That's right. They yeah, that was really cool. I thought that was
That's where you were staying last time. The Ibis.
yes. That's the city.
Betty's Burgers.
Yeah, that's right. It's an inexpensive hotel, but the location is amazing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's very cosmopolitan, Melbourne. It's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah. Here,
you know
Patel
what?
Philippe, $5.50. Wrench for Patel. Yes, sir. Yes, the boss has requested I give a wrench to Powie. It's very cosmopolitan. You're right there.
Yeah, no, it's very good. What was I going to say? Do you know when you were talking about Darwin and the cost of going to Darwin and things
Yes.
like that?
Yes.
I've this will make you laugh. I'm
Yeah.
going to Thailand with some friends of mine.
Yeah.
And he's got an apartment, a penthouse on one of these apartment blocks in Darwin, okay, that he rents out. And
Yeah.
occasionally he stays there himself. And he said, even if we stayed, and obviously if I stayed there, he wouldn't charge me anything, but even if we go there and stay at an apartment, it'll cost us more to stay in Darwin with flights and eating and things like that, even if we ate in the apartment, you know, and occasionally went out for drinks and stuff like that, which you would do. He said it would cost us more to stay in Darwin for 2 weeks than what it would to go to Thailand and stay at a 4-star hotel.
Yep. 100%. 100%.
So, you know, we worked it out. Well, I told you last time. I organised the accommodation, 4-star hotel, including flights, return, eating, breakfast every day and lunch or dinner every day with happy hour time between 4 and 6 p.m. You get free drinks, alcohol and stuff. It cost me $129 a night.
Yep, that's right. You're 100% right there.
So what, you know, so
It's just that's the problem. Australia is so expensive, isn't it? Really.
it is.
And
Well,
Darwin,
I'm
it's.
I'm very much a pragmatic buyer, you know. I'm very frugal, but that doesn't mean, you know, I don't want to spend money. I do spend money, obviously, but I'm a very frugal sort of person.
Yeah.
Very pragmatic.
Yeah. No, well, you have to be. You've got to make your buck count, don't you?
Well, yeah, that's the way I've been brought up, Archie. Came from I'm a poor boy from a poor family, in the true sense. And I worked for everything I got, and I learned from my parents. I was blessed with very good parents, and
yes,
taught me some good morals and work ethics, and now I've now I'm better for it. You know, I'm lucky.
Yes.
Well, you make your own luck in a way, but
Yeah. No. I understand what
But you
you're
know what I
saying.
mean.
Yeah. I understand exactly what you mean. So it's very, very good. Melbourne is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. This is the hook turn. See the hook turns they do? To turn right, you got to be in the left-hand lane because of the trams. They're called hook turns.
yeah, I
You
mean,
got to.
geez, I'd hate to be a new driver now.
Oh, far out. It'd be awful, hey?
Not cool.
Melbourne is beautiful. It's a beautiful city. I must say that. Absolutely beautiful.
Autumn's nice. Spring, autumn's
It
beautiful.
is a very nice time. Okay, guys, we're going to wrap this baby up. Undertaker, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you, Sard. Guys,
No
I'll be
worries, guys.
streaming in 8.5 hours. Thank you so much for coming on, man. And this is amazing.
Sard, you take care, my friend.
Thank you. You too. Yeah, super.
Patel Philippe, $5.50. Archie, you should be walking around Brisbane Arcade showing us your favorite kebab shops and talking shit to the tarts that frequent Tip Top Snack Bar. Thank you. Thank you, Patel. Okay, guys, I'll be back tomorrow and we'll be
Take care,
streaming in
Undertaker.
8 hours' time. See you later.
See ya, Arch.